Hey, there's audio.
Oh,
did it.
hey, I hear it.
Hey, you fixed
Well, hey
it.
guys,
there it is.
welcome
Yeah.
to the what installment is this? 3, 4?
This is 4.
Welcome
no.
to a
5.
installment of the Save Point Society. We're gonna be watching Max die a lot in Castlevania.
I'm not going to die nearly as much as I did before.
And we are gonna talk about some things that I found on the internet. So welcome.
Because Max has gone on the hero's journey. Max
gonna
found
be awesome.
a mentor.
Yep. Look, last time I played this, it was a disaster. We went back and I counted through all the deaths that I had.
And how many was it?
It's 57 and a half.
Was that just in 1 hour or in total?
That was over 2.5 hours or so.
Oh, okay. So in
Welcome,
total.
by the way, welcome, Kylea. New chatter.
Yeah, first time here.
Hello.
Oh,
losing-
we're losing the ADHD. All right, we got to start doing stuff quickly.
Step it up.
All right.
Be entertaining.
All
Hurry,
right.
Sean, dance.
We got to start changing things up fast.
Now,
So-
Max, you told us that you put together a supercut of all your deaths on this in the first stream.
I
Yet I
did.
don't see it posted on our YouTube. Where is it?
No, I did. I want Corbin to spruce it up. Like, it's okay, but I want Corbin
Excellent.
to add a little bit of magic to it because he's got those
Mm.
skills.
The little
yeah.
sauce seasonings.
And if you were watching that initial stream, no, you weren't because it never got released. But
Correct.
it was me dying over and over again because I hadn't studied this game at all. I had no idea how to play it. I hadn't played it since 1986. It was 5. You didn't see anything. So
Wait, you guys are studying the
remembers.
games before you play?
well, I wanted to learn how to beat
I
this
definitely
one.
did not do that.
Well, this one I wanted to beat. That was just the
Okay.
thing. So
5 saw it.
5 is lying. He's gaslighting.
5 sees everything.
5 is an MVP in the chat. 5
He is-
definitely
Five
is not
knows
He
lying.
is omnipotent. He is
Okay,
ever
well,
present.
he will never
in our
speak of
chat.
what happened. Yeah, so
it might be
I.
Booker T. Because of 5 times.
Oh, he has a lot in common with Booker T.
That's true.
So yeah, and basically it was one of our test streams, and so I had come up with these articles and these ideas, etc., and it was just way too much for my brain to handle. So we tweaked our format a little bit.
It was finding out what did and didn't work, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And now we are experts at this.
Correct.
We are definitely experts now.
We are Penguinzo.
We
Voice
had
Critical.
0 issues with audio before starting the stream.
Not even a little. Not even a little. I'm like, what is that grinding noise? And it's because I left my phone on buzz.
Oh, I thought it was Corbin's teeth watching you play this game.
There's a.
Yeah, I'm sure that will come. Yeah.
Corbin's head hasn't met his hands once yet. He's doing great.
Yeah, at the with the original stream of me doing this, there was so much exasperation in Corbin's voice. Like he was legitimately angry with me.
It's just it was hard to watch.
It was like, but never
in,
playing
like-
this game.
It was hard to watch in the most entertaining way possible. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, and I
Hey, wall meat.
It is wall meat. So and the thing was, like, I didn't have any idea. I didn't know really what to expect from this game, and so I was trying to work my way through articles that I kind of read before off the top of my head at the same time as just dying relentlessly in this game. It was a good time.
And we looked up that really good guide where the guy just rambled for paragraphs until he actually got to the strategy.
The waxing poetic. I'm gonna die here because I'm
Yeah.
gonna run out of time. That's funny. Because I was goofing
I
around
didn't
at
realize
the
it was
beginning.
actually timed.
Oh, there's a timer? That's
Yeah.
what that horrific sound is?
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's incredibly relaxing.
Yeah.
It's because I was
Just
standing there in the
comfort.
beginning. This will be my only death of the game. Is gonna come because of the timer.
I like the confidence. So there's no reset on the timer when you go through a door. You don't get more. It's brutal.
Jeez.
NES,
I don't
baby.
know why I would have assumed that this game
All
would
gas,
give you
all
any
gas,
kind
no
of-
brakes.
All right,
All gas,
4
no
seconds.
That's really what they want from you. Is they just want you to just start nice.
That is so brutal.
Start speed running the game.
Now, yeah, seriously, yeah. And if you're here for a speed run, I'm sorry, I'm not your guy right now. Maybe someday.
Or
Oh, sure.
wherever. Maybe.
Yeah, you know. I kind of see the appeal. I didn't always before, but I kind of do now. I've watched enough speedrunning. I'm like, oh, I kind of get why that's fun.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when they have the little tracker where you can tell like where they are relative to like the record holder, where they tell you like, you know, at this point in the game the record holder was at this time. And that's really interesting and fun to watch. I like those a lot.
And honestly, it's maybe a controversial
Yeah,
opinion.
look at that.
I did
First
good,
boss
but,
is down. Good job.
but we're not counting that first death.
Think,
What
I
first
am.
death?
I am.
yeah.
I've already marked it down.
5, can you
speedrunning
chronicle the death? Go ahead, John.
Oh, sorry. I think speedrunning is like the most legitimate sports form of video games.
Oh, interesting
like-
take.
There you go. Death count.
So I
Excellent.
think it actually takes skill and like training and like.
Wait, where's this death count?
Well,
Wait,
the other
what?
one's
What happened?
Corbin has an official death count.
Yeah,
I have an
okay.
official
Hold it
death count. It's written down.
Yeah.
You went ahead and put it up on the internet.
Oh
a
no.
little tally.
No pressure though.
Yeah.
I haven't played much.
Yeah.
I played it a little bit since then, just to kind of learn some skills, and I'm otherwise. That was a little while ago now, so we'll see.
You are as a newborn babe once again.
Not that new, but that's soft. Yes. Sean, what's going on in chat? It's hard for me to watch.
Oh no. Juice Griffin has a lot of faith in us being experts, apparently.
I
That's
don't like the
some
quotes. I feel like he's
Yeah.
being insincere.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
misplaced
I think
faith.
it's I believe in Griffin, and everyone else should too.
That's sweet.
Very badass.
Now, I do appreciate it though. I appreciate the confidence. The problem is going to be this: if I actually do get through this game in a reasonable amount of time, there we go.
Yeah,
don't worry about
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't forget your counter.
Yeah, add to the counter, please.
Number 2. There we go.
Oh, 2. There you go.
Yeah.
If
So if I
you-
do get through this game, then I gotta like do something. I think the next thing I'm going to do is play Simon's Quest, so Castlevania II, which I heard is a bag of awful.
I like the
Yo,
confidence
good luck.
of if we get through this game before the stream is over.
I'm
I
doing
like
it.
that confidence, Max.
Of the optimism.
We all believe you're gonna do it too.
It's time to start believing.
Yeah. Oh man. This is. Am I just watching a pro? Am I just watching a speed? You said I wasn't watching a speed run, but it turns out.
We are definitely watching a speedrun.
Yeah.
When I play all these retro games, I feel like it's going to be a lot of this. A lot of the support
of-
from the boys.
A lot of you speedrunning them.
Uh-huh. We're speed walking them.
Yeah.
That's speed stumbling.
Or heckling.
Yeah.
Like sport heckling. Don't do it. I knew you were going to do it.
Oh, you
did it.
hesitated.
You did it.
And what is
You
hesitation,
fucking did
class?
Hesitation is death.
Hesitation will always get you killed, sir.
This
Okay,
actually,
the squishies.
the squishies
don't
were the
like
first place I died last time.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, look at you clever little
Oh,
rebel
shoot.
you. And you're.
I
Oh
mistimed
well.
that one. Oh, nope. Tried to be clever.
Hey chat, like, have any of you guys played any of the Castlevania games? Do you like them? Are they hard as shit? Are they too easy?
Nobody likes them. They
No.
just play them for. To say
I
they
wouldn't
did
even
it.
say they're good until you get to, I think, the 360.
Super
maybe?
Nintendo?
No,
Symphony of the Night was really good. That's PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, Symphony of the Night was.
maybe it was PlayStation 2.
Wow, that hitbox is insane.
Are you thinking of the 3D ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why did I do
because
that?
I remember one being similar to like Devil May Cry.
Oh, I
And
see. Yeah, what you're saying.
that one was pretty good.
Yeah, prepare yourselves.
Oh.
Cake-ups in the house. We got a cake-up.
Oh,
Wheels coming off.
the Illuminati.
Where
Diamonds
all
in
the wall
sky.
meat is.
you remember where all the wall meat is?
No, I don't.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay.
I was
Don't
gonna
worry
be
about it.
impressed.
I'm not gonna need it.
You're not
You
gonna.
know how I like to go
hit
light.
all the walls. Just hit all the walls.
Yeah. You're just gonna fly through this and dominate all these bosses anyway, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Just small
Yeah.
punch and press a wall.
It's Medusa time. Are you afraid? I'm not afraid.
Ah, come on.
Don't let her stare at your meat, or have her do that.
I do love the old Nintendo style boss of just float around the room annoyingly.
Yep.
I use time to my advantage.
Griffin stated he played Symphony of the Night and Lords of Shadow. Lords of Shadow 1 was awesome. Number 2, oof. Hot crap.
Why is Cake a part of the Illuminati?
I'm amazed that you don't know why he's part of the
You
Illuminati.
can't go around sharing that. Are you out of your mind?
Oh yeah, forgot. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I remember this level well.
Isn't that how they get like murdered or something?
You're a member of a secret society, Max. This one.
No,
You should know better.
Point. It's not secret. It shouldn't be
very
secret. That's going to be counterintuitive to the whole goal of streaming.
Oh, well, you make a fair point.
We are a secretive public streaming platform.
Yeah, we're a clandestine organization.
He's like woke, you know.
Sean, did your brain sprint?
Holy shit.
We're rebooting our shot.
like-
Hold on, everybody.
Did OAN just like
I'm just
infiltrate your
control
brain
the
and just blast the word
like-
woke into your mind?
I have the biggest brain fart right now.
I think you're so happy.
I meant to say word Illuminati, and I just couldn't think of the word Illuminati. I was like, illumination? Or do I just shut the fuck up? I don't know.
You chose B. I'm really happy about it.
Don
The correct
accidentally
answer
did
was-
file 34 from his brain, I guess.
Stunned silence that your own voice was your choice, and I approve of that decision.
Stunlocked my own ass.
Oh man, we have our next short, boys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's fucking
Oh.
amazing.
Ooh. All right, so I remember this
So
part in
good.
the first run because this part, or very close to it, was famously where Max declared his invulnerability after picking up a certain item, and then instantaneously dying.
I wanted to illustrate the principle in opposite.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Hey, look at that. You just tore
Yeah.
right through that guy. Like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Griffin. Yes, I do have a very good voice, and it is stunning.
Did that thing just turn around? I didn't realize it could turn on you. I thought if you got behind it, you were good.
Not,
Apparently not.
Well,
I'm playing on hard mode.
Oh, excuse me. If by hard mode you mean playing an NES game, then yes, I agree
That
with
is exactly what I meant.
you. Yes.
See?
Yeah, the thing has a ton of HP.
It really does, and unnecessary. Because you're like a fully upgraded. No, maybe not a fully upgraded.
I
No.
got the chain
You
whip.
get all the whips.
A whip.
I know you're gonna shoot your little things.
What would you just
Get in
get?
there, get
What was that?
So that's a deuce. So I can throw 2 of those holy waters now.
Deuce, what?
What?
You're gonna take a deuce?
Well done. Look at that. That Max of 4 weeks ago would have hit that skeleton and been done for. Now, this is a different man.
And would have fallen off of the...
Correct.
Yeah.
This is a different man. He's not afraid of mummies.
Oof.
Don't get the dagger.
Nope.
He's just jumped over him like, see you nerds. I'm out of here. Oh, you don't want the dagger?
No, we don't want the dagger. It's holy
No,
water
we
time,
don't.
baby.
We're
Get
gonna
him.
spam this.
Get him. We are not an
Yeah,
honorable
body
people.
weight. Oh,
We
look
want
at that.
the
No, we're
accurate.
not. We're not.
We
We're
are
not
gonna
here.
squeeze that.
We learned.
Yeah,
we learned from
attaboy.
last time. I told
There
you
we
the
go.
problem is gonna be if I get through this too quickly, then I'm like, gosh, I gotta find a new game.
Oh yeah, what a problem that will be when that happens.
That was it. Well, I'm glad to have everybody along for this journey of my
Yeah,
redemption.
thanks for coming, everybody.
Again.
Real quick, if you're enjoying the stream so far, if you like watching Sean's brain absolutely explode and turn on, please consider following the channel. We also have a YouTube. Please, like, subscribe, follow us there. And if you have any ideas for the channel, if you have any ideas as far as we're going to be getting into the articles here momentarily.
There's no
any-
articles. No, we're good.
We're going to be just vamping for 2 hours, so strap in, everybody.
I mean, that's kind of what this whole thing is, right?
more or less.
Triathlon
Twitch is.
and triathlon.
But
Watch me master the English language.
if you have any ideas for articles or topics that you'd like us to cover with our infinite wisdom and to
Maybe a
dive
vocabulary workbook for Sean to use too.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Try
say
to
in
get
depth,
ad
but if
libs
you'd
from
like us to
stream.
spend upwards of 15 minutes reading an article and then giving our unqualified opinions on it, please share. SavePointSociety@gmail.com for any suggestions.
Ooh, I put it in the little panels below. I did a little work today.
Oh yeah, it's on
Oh,
our panels
look at
on our
that.
Twitch page too.
You can see it on Twitch on our socials.
That's what I do when I have
Um,
a few minutes of free time.
A little peek behind the curtain here. Max is the owner of Save Point Society. He started the corporation. 3 of us are just employees, and
Are you? But I ain't paying you.
We're not even getting paid.
No,
No.
you're not getting paid. That's how this works.
This is
You've got to generate this corporation money, and that
this
ain't
is
happening.
slave labor, Brandon.
I was trying to avoid the word. I don't know how Twitch feels about it, but, you know,
I mean,
indentured servitude.
we should just call a spade, man.
It's
That's fair.
wage theft, and I'm
It's-
thieving
well,
the wages that
that's-
don't
Max,
exist.
that's not real.
Ah, that's right. That's
We're in
right.
it for trickle down,
Yeah.
boys, right? Trickle down to us.
That's right. You should just be grateful that a job. Well, we should just be grateful that a job creator has blessed us. Thank you, Max.
Because that's always a
Alright,
good
so-
argument.
You're approaching a wall meet right there.
I don't need it.
Oh,
though.
get that,
Oh, you don't need
get
it.
that wall meat.
You have no need for meat.
I don't need it. I'm
You-
doing
Okay.
well here.
You're
This
doing a much
is where-
better job of not fighting with 1 HP.
This is where Max spent a good half an hour last time. What's the over/under on attempts?
All right, so this is definitely a boss I don't have the most confidence with.
I'm gonna go 3 attempts.
Do you need your wall meat now?
I do, but if I go back there, it's just going to respawn that thing.
It'll
Although I have a
respawn
ton
everything.
I have a ton of holy water. Let me just let's go back.
Let's
and
give
get
this
it.
one a shot. Yeah.
I'm going 6.
Sean says 6. Chat, over/under. How many attempts does it take Max to clear this
Alright.
boss? This is
we got-
Frankenstein.
We got Sean with how many?
Sean said 6. I got 3.
6. Beamed in.
I think Max is gonna get him down to 1 HP on this
3.
first try.
I'm gonna go. Are we going Price is Right rules here?
I don't know if I'm going to make him there.
I think. Oh wow. Does this count as 1 attempt?
Well, I'm
Well,
going to do it on hard
you're
mode.
about
It
to be in the
looks
boss
like.
room. Yeah.
You're about to go into it without any holy water.
Here's the funny part
Okay.
too. So I can't. If I die here and I lose the holy water, I just have to restart because there's no way I can beat this boss without it. So YOLO.
Well, my 3 is about to get blown out of the water. Then.
Send it.
Griffith says
Close.
22 or 40.
Alright.
Excuse me.
42.
I was gonna go with Price is Right rules and say 1,
Uh-huh.
and I'm really glad that I changed my mind on it.
Yeah. Once I lose the holy water, it's done for. I'll try it without, but it's not.
Didn't you do it without the holy water last time?
No, Ooh, I don't remember. I must have fought this boss like 800 times.
Okay,
probably
I think the game just was like, I remember that's where I got my half death because I died right as I hit him for the.
I'm going
end.
with eight attempts. It's like 8.
Nope.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't care if I die here because it's just
So,
miserable without
Okay,
it.
well, I do because I picked 3 attempts, and you're gonna make me look like a fool.
all right,
Thanks a lot, Max.
death count is at 4.
All right.
yeah, my 6.
Max is really
Thanks
blocking
for the
all
confidence
shots in his
there,
face.
Kylia.
Kylia's got you at 47.
All right, I think I'll
Judas has got you at
probably
42.
get it before
I
then.
think that's.
We got quite the
Good
spread
guess.
from 3, 6, 42.
Is that what is that how our channel is going to generate its income? Is that betting on the odds of me dying in
Oh,
these super hard
sure.
games?
All right. K-Cup hasn't responded, but I'm guessing he's going to say 420 or 69.
that's well. We'll give him 69.
Yeah, I'll give him 60.
That'll be his guess.
I don't understand those numbers.
They're the mathematical truisms, I think.
Yep.
I remember learning about them in college. Yeah.
Is that what our topic is for tonight? Mathematical truisms, Brandon?
I
you were
believe
the
that's
moderator,
on
so-
you to elucidate the topics this evening, Corbin.
Part of the Fibonacci sequence, right?
Okay.
Sean and I are going to read about
pasta.
vocabulary, and we're going to let you go ahead and get the first.
You're
Skip
gonna
the first article.
let me elucidate things
Mhm.
with your
We're going to have
big
Sean
words.
read.
Do you like my
books
$5 word?
and-
Did you get one of those word of the day calendars? Is that today's word?
No, I got this calendar though. It's a not affirmations calendar.
What?
I don't know if you
what?
can read it or not, but it's a
I like
reverse
that.
affirmations calendar.
Oh,
What is the
interesting.
reverse affirmations calendar? Does it just tell you that you're a loser every day?
Yes.
What does it say? I can't even read it.
I really
Stop
like that.
pushing if you're good enough. You're not. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I like that.
I thought you would.
What?
It was an important thing for me to hear this morning. It took a lot of the
feel like-
pressure off me.
I feel like we should have one of those at work.
Yeah,
I'm enroll.
it's. It made me realize that striving was going to be useless for me today because I'm not good enough, even if I try my best. So it just brought the pressure down and allowed me to do next to nothing.
Did you buy that calendar
Yeah.
for yourself, or?
So I originally bought it as a white elephant gift, and then I was like, no one's going to appreciate this more than me. This is mine now. That's not the first time that I've done exactly that thing, where I bought a white elephant gift and was like, this is mine now.
Yeah. I give great gifts.
That's how I got my bedazzled Danny DeVito pillow.
Oh,
That's
that's pretty
Let's get your wall meat here. Here we go.
Yeah.
we'll get,
There we go.
We'll get a little bit.
Yeah.
We can work with
You're going
this.
into this at 75% health. You got this, buddy.
I guess I gotta get past the other one, though. That's the problem. Gotta get that timing down.
Griffin says, "Did you buy that calendar directly from my brains? Because that's how it works."
It didn't freeze him. Freeze him.
Well, damn, Judas.
You're not doing a very good job of dodging those.
No.
Okay. Wanted to let you know, in case you hadn't noticed.
Alright, who had 47?
Kylie is at 47. Griffin's at 42.
Is it? But you fought the boss twice.
That's true. Yeah, so that...
Like
That
you,
should,
you didn't even make it to the boss in that last attempt.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
true.
that counts.
So,
How
yeah,
does
I don't think that
count?
counts. I think that's great.
Judas has some money on this, apparently. He's got a lot of faith in 42.
There we go.
I really
Easy
like
money.
that Max is just like, screw HP.
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk
I don't-
through everything and block
Well,
it all
at
with my
this-
face.
I literally will not... I'm not gonna get past this without the fucking holy water. So, it's just... It's just the reality, so I'm just gonna kill myself right here.
You tried using moon water instead.
No, I
Oh.
don't have moon water.
Oh. Well, it's pretty easy to make.
I was gonna do a one
You
time
literally
through,
just-
but
You take a tray of water and you set it out in the moonlight, and then you've thus created moon water.
what?
And it collects the
What?
energy from the moon.
Hi, geriatric.
What are the health benefits of moon water, Corbin?
You're not making that up, are you?
Does it align
I
your
am-
chakras?
I am not making that up. One of my first dates with my girlfriend, she was talking about moon water, and I looked at her and was like, "So you mean the entire ocean?" And she was like, "What?" I was like, "The entire ocean is moon water." And she did not like that response. And I was like, "Well, it's true.
Does it
I
only
moonlight.
become?
It's all charged."
Does it only become moon water if you like intend it to be?
Yeah, is that?
Is that her?
She did not specify, so I just
see.
decided that all
I
outside
will
water
grab
is
my
moon water.
bootstraps, geriatric. I will grab them. I got the tiny whip. All right, making our way through.
Man,
My-
Larry
My
actually come
calendar
in here
has some
tell
advice. My
everybody
calendar
they
has some
need
advice
a
for you, Max.
attitude
one-
adjustment.
There you go.
This is where they build up and they become a real
Don't
freaking
give
pain.
up.
No, don't.
Not,
Period.
don't not give up.
Never don't stop.
That's the one.
John Cena.
What did you watch him on Pat McAfee by any chance, John?
I saw a little bit of it.
It was a really good little promo. I wish he would just be more himself. Like, the problem is that he's too likable, so it doesn't work as a heel. But the dude is just a really good like natural promo, which obviously,
It's got the
yeah.
Man.
I guess we should know that after 20 years in the top of the business. But
yeah. And Peacemaker is amazing.
And what business is this?
Max, what's happening? Are you okay?
I'm dying. I'm dying over. I haven't practiced for a while.
I'm losing count of deaths here. Are we at?
Where were you? So I'm sure Chad is paying attention.
I think we're at 8.
Yeah.
8? Is it 8? It's either 7 or 8.
You know what I
Yep,
need
now
to
now we're at
succeed at this
9?
is
We're at
mental
9 now?
stimulation.
So somebody needs to stimulate Max, I guess. Whatever that
I've been,
means.
I've been trying for 39 years and he doesn't
I'm
respond.
going to nominate Jacob to start stimulating Max?
Oh, there's bets that I'm gonna rage quit. I'm totally cool-headed tonight. It's fine. I got a lot of. I played this for like 4 hours the first stream. Then I rage quit.
We did. We went like
topics.
All right. Friend wants to get into some topics here, I guess.
Oh, Jerry,
All
I
right.
is ready to do it too. Let's do this.
Oh, he wants to talk about topics. All right. So, I don't know how you guys feel about the Flat Earth movement and
Big fan.
the people that are convinced that we have never left the atmosphere of our current planet. So I found an article that basically says that no astronaut has ever left Earth's atmosphere ever.
Interesting.
So before everybody gets all freaked out and thinks that this is a flat Earth article, it is not. So essentially, what the theory is based on a lot of like radiographic studying of the atmosphere, that technically our atmosphere still exists all the way out towards the moon and slightly beyond that, with a small amount of hydrogen atoms that can still be traced out to that distance. Now, obviously, gravity doesn't have the same effect at that distance from the Earth as it does here, but you can still essentially argue that we have never really left our atmosphere because we are still within this small balloon or umbrella.
So it's like there's a few oxygen atoms that are like hanging out somewhere from the
Essentially-
atmosphere, and technically counts.
Yes. So that's basically what they're trying to argue, and that the where was it specifically in this article? That essentially what most people have determined as, and when I say most people, I mean scientists, not just your backyard Google researcher, have
Not
determined
just us.
that the basically mile 62 or 100 kilometers from Earth's surface is kind of the delineation point between like Earth and space. And that's known as the Kármán line, K-A-R-M-A-N.
Indeed.
And that is the transition point since basically 99.99997% of the Earth's atmosphere lies beneath that point.
Okay.
So, essentially, like, yes, we have left our atmosphere, if you really want to, like, depending on how much you want to split hairs. But there's just kind of a cool article talking about how once we get out to that distance, we go from...
What was this before? Oh. That feels
Where's
more
Rob?
regular. Me actually not getting annihilated right there. Where was I
Hey, look
before?
at that! We made it to the boss with more than...
Yeah, I don't have any of the weapons.
Well, we made it to the boss.
Well, you have the best weapon there is. You have the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna win. Right, chat? Yeah, one of the things that was kind of weird in that article was they were talking about how, like, technically we're within the sun's atmosphere too. I think our entire solar system is
Yes.
like
every-
within the sun's atmosphere, given that definition.
And
Every
it's-
atom that is like circulating around some body of gravity is like, oh, we're technically in. It's this one atom is tied to the sun's the sun's gravitational pull, so it's still the atmosphere. Is that how this works? And it's like super far away.
I think that's essentially how this writer essentially
Okay.
is arguing that we have never really left the atmosphere, even though, like, in all reality, we have. Like, when you're getting down to like tiny
0.03,
fractions of a percent,
Right.
like, it's essentially negligible. And I think that anybody with any science background would agree with that. That, like, yeah, once you get down to like certain factors of
So
10, that it's essentially zero.
yeah, I mean this is like astrophysics pedantry, and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
And so-
honestly, this article, the first person I thought that Max linked it just based on the entire like premise of the article being a incredibly, and 5 called it out, like, oh man, do I ever love things that are technically correct. That was, I was like,
Oh,
Max is the personification of actually. So,
I have to tell myself not to do that very often. I wasn't even paying attention to this, so I didn't jump. I was trying to think that through. I was like, yeah, well, I'm alright with that.
I ran to the comments immediately because I was like, okay, I gotta see what people are saying. Mainly because I hate myself and I want myself to feel pain. And
That's why I'm playing
Corbin,
this.
Corbin predicted it 100%, that the comments immediately devolved into like people arguing about whether this article was like pumping up flat Earth conspiracies or conspiracies about us never having, been to the moon and all that good stuff. So,
Well, I think that the argument that most flat earthers make is that we've never left the the firmament, whatever it's called.
I think that
well, yeah,
means
the whole
ground.
thing is,
It's fake science talk for ground.
Yes.
I know.
well, because isn't it like we're in a dome or something, right? Like it's the firmament, and then space above is a dome or something.
I don't understand. Well, I've heard there's also like a Swiss cheese theory where essentially like the surface that we exist on is like a slice of Swiss cheese. And then all those little holes that you see on it are like different planets, and we are just divided on a flat surface. And each one of those holes is a different planet.
Wait,
It doesn't make any
wow.
sense to me.
Well, everyone knows the moon is made of cheese. That's obvious. But
is-
the Earth,
That is fact.
yeah.
We all know Swiss cheese sucks. Like, it's the worst cheese.
Sean coming out hard against Swiss cheese.
That must be an Italian thing.
It's
Well, I
only
support
good
that.
on Rubens.
Only mozzarella matters to Sean.
Yeah.
There are places for Swiss. Tuna and Swiss? Come on.
Ugh. Fish and
I don't-
cheese do not go well together
Reuben.
I
at
don't
all.
know if I agree with that. What?
I don't care for the Swiss, period, let alone their cheese. Get them out of our... If you're Swiss and in the audience, please leave.
You don't like them being neutral?
Correct. Pick a side, you cowards.
Geriatric would like to remind you to quit failing, Max.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna probably keep doing that, to be honest with you.
I quit counting how many deaths. We hit 10, and I was like, okay, this is
Yeah.
gonna be a long night. I'm not gonna keep
I
counting.
get it.
Judas, there's a lot of theories that are very... I think one of the other ones that the flat earthers like is that there is no such thing as gravity, there's only buoyancy, right? Am I mistaken on that?
No, it's density.
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 excuse me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I see. And how does one measure density?
Well, by
Oh, I just
using
learned
gravity.
something.
But you know,
Oh.
Yeah.
It's still below 47. I don't care what it is. Whoa, I just realized something. I can just walk over those?
fucking
Holy
mind
shit.
blown. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I just had a Sean moment. Stop thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose
there you
here, but now I'm gonna get the holy water and just do that. That was awesome.
go. Corbin, how many deaths are we on?
I think we're at like 17.
I quit counting, like
17.
I said. We hit
Yeah.
10, and I was like,
The worst thing that's gonna happen
Okay,
here is
well,
I'll
yes,
get close
that's
and then have to deal with.
Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get your number. Probably sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Ah,
Have you tried not running into those
dude,
fireballs?
no, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna practice that again. Let me just see if I
try doing
can.
that.
Okay, I have to jump there. That has to be a perfectly timed jump. Okay, and then this one was just walk down the stairs. Jump.
Yes, I stopped counting because it was too much.
We're at 18 now.
Oh,
We're at 18? Alright.
Max's deaths are old enough to vote.
Brandon's
and be
like,
drafted.
Okay, we're at 18. I've got it written down now.
So how does that,
Kylie is going to make me feel bad for not keeping track now, so now she's keeping me accountable.
What about my
How does that-
feelings?
How does that definition of, or do we have a definition then of like, what technically constitutes space then? If we're going by this gentleman, this author's definition of atmosphere being, all the way out to the, eclipsing the moon, what actually constitutes space?
What,
Can it be
what what is that
Go ahead.
guy's
Back another man.
like? What are this author's qualifications?
This says NASA expert.
What's NASA? Doesn't even have they don't even have a budget anymore.
Let me see. Max coming out as anti-NASA?
I was coming out as sad that they probably don't have a budget anymore.
I say.
You just
This is-
said, yikes, the density and no gravity theory is honestly just ignorance.
Correct. I mean,
The
it's
one
flat
thing,
Earth.
anytime I've gotten into a discussion with like the flat Earth people on multiple
Five nailed
social
it.
media platforms, the one thing that they can never seem to explain to me is like what is the point of this like conspiracy, right? Like
Right, yeah.
every other conspiracy theory seems to have like somebody's going to be benefiting from something somehow, but like this one, nobody can seem to come up with it, like who's
Profiting off
benefiting from like
a disc.
from this big lie, and I'm just like it doesn't make any sense to me.
It's big globe. They sell globes, man.
It's just a nebulous, like, wanting to believe in the conspiracy that there's some kind of, like, big control over you. Because really what it boils down to is people don't like it when answers are complicated. They want there to be a simple, like, this is a bad person, or this is, like, the one thing that is causing all these problems for you. They don't like it when an answer is complicated. And they want to feel special, like they have secret knowledge and stuff like that. It's just, it's this desperate desire to feel special, and there's also this urge that answers be simple. Because complex answers are boring, because they usually boil down to things like, well, it's just a series of incidents, or it's like, I want there to be a bad guy. I want there to be an evil cabal. I want there to be a Dracula.
Fuck me.
Max is just jumping right into the fireballs.
No, I despawned him.
And 5 gave the most cogent... Yes, go ahead, Sean, sorry.
It's like 5 coming in with spaces measured by areas that have not been corrupted by capitalism.
He's not wrong.
It's the most cogent definition there is.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when you were gonna just walk right over those?
Yeah, it turns out there's probably a random number generator going on there. Alright, well.
I believe that was, Oh, crap, I forgot the actor's name. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm falling apart.
Is it Will Smith?
No, Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer. Judas, help me.
Fuck, I can't spam more.
The famous, Tim Curry. Good lord. Thank you, 5.
I like that Command and Conquer was the connecting dot, not any of those other things.
Well, that's what the line is from. I'm going to go the one place that capitalism can't, wherever it is.
Oh,
Space!
5 coming in hot again.
I've seen
so
it, but
we at 19 now? I think we're at 19.
No, we're probably at 19. I'm dying on purpose.
That still counts.
Try to do
No one on this stream is any good with numbers, so chat, you're going to have to help.
I don't know how I did that one fancy walk that one time. Now I'm totally...
Friend is helping. He said he's gonna help. I have a feeling that Friend really likes numbers.
He seems like a numbers guy.
He's a trains guy. He already admitted that last time.
Alright, we're gonna do this. Here we go. This is the run.
This is the run. I can feel it. This is the one
I'm calm,
right
I'm collected, I'm having a good time.
You understand what space is?
Spreadsheets, too.
So, Corbin, how does this article's definition impact whether or not this is... I shouldn't be piling on, but I don't care. Whether or not Gail King and Katy Perry went to space. How does this article change that?
I mean, I guess based on this, technically they didn't, and so now they just look stupid for spending a bunch of money to just go on a really short airplane ride.
So the like the hate they're getting for that is probably overblown.
What? Yeah.
It is,
but also
incredibly overblown. Like who? Like I understand the arguments. It's like, yeah, there's like other bad shit happening, and we should probably like focus our efforts on that stuff. But that's like literally been going on for forever.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, it was like tone deaf on their part as people are reeling from a incredibly, volatile stock market and uncertainty about their retirements, uncertainty about their futures, and then they want to get congratulated for...
Add it to the count.
I understand that it was tone deaf, but
We're
like...
up to 23.
What should have happened was they should have gotten memed on, which that's fine. They should have gotten memed on, they should have gotten made fun of. But the actual vitriol they're getting is that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
If there's things to be mad about right now in the world, and specifically in this country, it's not that.
No.
There are other things to be much more upset about.
Yeah. Make fun of it, joke about it, but it's not a thing to get really what it was an excuse for people to who hate women already to be more public about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty gross.
Just use an excuse to just drive their narrative further. It's just like,
Yeah.
What's that narrative, Sean?
They hate women. Fucking
That's
weirdos.
probably as simple as it is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
was to say, like, I don't think there's any like.
Wait, what about women? Oh, Kylia got very excited about the women hating. Kylia, we're a pro-woman stream here. You're gonna need to calm down.
It's true.
Yeah. What, are you gonna tell me that you're Swiss next? 5 will kick you out of here.
Wait, you can't touch the storks either?
Nope.
Evil Storks is quite the move in a Dracula
son
game.
of a bitch. It dropped the frickin' axe on me.
Hey, remember
we
when you had
love
the
you.
holy water?
Yeah.
You're always welcome here.
I'm gonna die at least 3 more times now. No, 2 more at least.
Kylia, we were talking about the whole thing with the like with Katy Perry and Gayle King and the and Lauren Sanchez and the celebrities going up to space for 11 minutes, and how it like the hate coming back towards them is like super overblown, and it's really just an excuse for people who like already hate women to be vitriolic jerks in public.
It really is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So that
We were making it funny before, but the way I explained it was just really
Yeah.
dark and sad. I'm sorry.
was.
I should have added some chuckles in there.
laughing about dark stuff always makes it better.
Correct. But
but
instead,
God.
I just stare
I
at
want the
the
whole-
screen
it did
in
have
dark
bursts.
silence. I'm surprised the lights in my room didn't turn off when I said that.
I can hear the embarrassment in Brandon's voice.
Ah, well.
Big fan.
This is one of those things, right, with that moment where I realized, like, oh, I need to lighten this up. Whoops.
No, I think it's just a challenge.
Yeah.
Who else went up there? Because it was Katy Perry, and then who else?
Lauren Sanchez,
Bezos' wife.
who is
Yeah.
that's Bezos' wife. Gayle
Okay,
King,
yeah.
who's the journalist from. Yeah, they did the space thing already, Kylia.
Oh
there
my
was
god, bro.
Yeah,
I think
I got pinned in.
there was a journalist and an activist. I can look it up real quick. Hang on.
Because wasn't there one person that was like kind of a legitimate space person, or no?
I mean, technically, Maria by proxy, I guess. You know,
Let's see.
Bezos has been to space.
Okay, so you had Gayle King, who's the CBS Morning co-host. Katy Perry, we know who Katy Perry is.
Who's
Lauren
Katy Perry?
Sanchez. I understand that she wants you to hear her roar. Is all that I know about Katy Perry.
I don't know why I keep getting caught there.
Yes, all the head is in the hands. Corbin has had it.
I just watched you do the exact same thing 3
I
times.
know. I know. It's a random knowledge generator.
Lauren
my fault.
Sanchez. Aisha Bowe is a former NASA rocket scientist, so I think she might be. The one
Okay,
you're
that
thinking
was
of
the one. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
She deserves to be there. Let's all come down.
Amanda Wynn, who is a civil rights activist, and Carrie Ann Flynn, who is a film producer. It was supposed to be like a, pro, like, look how far women have come.
Yeah.
And it had a good, I think it had good intentions. It's just poor timing and, like, kind
Yeah.
of tone deaf. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure a lot of it stems from like the whole issue with the current administration essentially trying to wipe women from STEM
Right.
stuff throughout the federal government.
It's like a consolation
Yeah,
prize.
It's sort of like a, well, screw you, we are here, we're gonna go into space anyway, and you know what? They failed at that. They didn't even go to space.
Read
Alright.
my comment.
Five just coming in with a haymaker. If the shuttle didn't make it like Challenger, would it be appropriate to play fireworks?
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, it's so dark.
God damn.
Catherine Perry is a nice lady, 5. You behave yourself.
Dude.
That is really good, though. Well
just-
done.
Oh, I'm crying.
Was 5
Oh.
always like this, Doc, or
Yeah.
have we ruined him?
No, this is a...
Okay.
This is who he is.
Oh my god.
So he belongs even more than we thought he did.
That's right,
Yes.
Judas. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The best is like Brandon and I like read it within like a second of each other, and we both like we're like, gosh.
Oh my god.
Did you win yet, Max?
Almost.
Okay. I mean, I'll take almost.
I don't know why I'm getting caught at this part. Like,
So my favorite part in this article is literally the closing line. It says, "So if the question is where does space begin, it depends on your point of view. If you want to know where does the atmosphere end, it's about 400 miles over your head. But just remember that space above that is not empty. It's full of all kinds of interesting stuff." That's like
I like
the worst
specifics.
ending to any article I have ever read.
All kinds of stuff, you know.
Hey, there's things out there. Just there's stuff and things.
Not just
Cool.
stuff, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Are you not interested in interesting stuff, you boring piece of garbage? Okay,
It doesn't
thanks,
always
guys.
have to be interesting.
Appreciate it.
You don't have to get all volatile and
I'm sorry. I'm just so mad at women right now that I took it out on you.
save
I
the
should've-
vitriol for the comments about Catherine Perry.
and poor Gail King, and poorest of all, what was her name? Aisha.
The rocket scientist.
That's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
She's getting her flight into space and like gets
Dude, that
dogged
does
with all
suck
these
for
other
her.
people.
Yeah,
Pretty much
that's
so.
awful. She finally gets her chance, and she's getting memed on. Tough.
Hey,
Is there such a thing as like a reverse meme, like where you what? That's outside of my hitbox.
Where you give like a positive meme?
Like Chuck Norris, he's a positive meme, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if he
There were
deserves
some of
it, but-
those. Are you asking us to make positive memes for?
I'm just saying, has anybody
Aisha
done
Patel?
it?
I don't think so. I think memes are usually more of a dunking language. I'm not saying that you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody done it?
This is a weird strategy, Max.
There you go.
Hey, you're invulnerable. Just go hurry and win right now.
Oh no. You know, the best part is I actually have a decent setup for this. If you take away the fact that I have no life and I'm absolutely gonna
Minus
get
the one
rusted.
health,
Last
you have a
match.
great.
I wonder if... Alright, what if I run to this other... Alright, what if I run to this far platform, jump up there, but then if I throw the holy waters, it's gonna go over him. Ah, fuck it. We're just gonna...
I think so.
Just-
Can you try to just stunlock him with the holy waters?
I
You
can't
get 3 out of
stunlock...
once, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you can't stunlock the little guy. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was so close.
I
Oh,
know.
you did have a good setup.
I did.
Man, if you'd had like 2 more HP, that probably would have worked out really well.
I would have, actually. I would have won. Very good. I'm
did you
paying
learn?
attention to the conversation, too, though. So, like, you know.
Are we at, what, 25 deaths now?
Hmm.
Or we're about to be 25?
No, we're at like 28. I think 28 or 29.
Well, you're getting pretty close to that 42, Max. In fact, mathematically, you are closer to the 42 than you were to the 6. So technically, Griffin is in the lead at the moment. What does Griffin win?
He gets to hang out in our stream. That's what he done.
Oh, congratulations.
I don't know, maybe we'll send him an autographed copy of Castlevania, courtesy of Max.
You can have this one.
Once Max finally beats it, it's like, okay, I'm done playing this game forever.
If you want to head up north, you can also hang out with Sean's dog. We'll let you hang out with Sean's dog for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. He's asleep
Yeah.
on the bed right now.
Oh, dude, 3
I
HP left on him.
I know, I saw it.
Big goose is
Um,
tired.
I'm just warming up. Don't worry about it.
That's true. A good warm-up should last 45 to 50 minutes.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome, though, once it happens. If it happens. I don't hear a lot of belief out there, and there should be more belief.
No, this is...
I had a lot of belief at the beginning. Now I feel like you just lied to us that you beat this guy.
I have before. You were even there.
I've seen him do it.
I know, but I'm saying
It was honestly, it was as surprising to me as anyone.
Now, the good news is, once he gets past this boss,
Yeah, then we're probably
then we're cruising again.
free-ish.
Yeah.
This level is the bane of my existence.
Yep. Something about this boss just Max doesn't like.
So did we settle? Did they
I
go to
don't-
space or
I
they
don't-
didn't go to space?
I don't think
guess.
it's the boss that's the issue. I'll be honest.
Well, if we're going by the definition of the NASA man who wrote the article, then no, technically no one has been to space.
Okay.
But if we're going by like the more, I don't know, colloquial or more ordinary definition,
Or
then-
the actual scientific definition.
that one,
Oh.
then I think they were in space for like 11 minutes or something.
Okay.
So they did go to space.
They went further into space than I did. Closer to
That's
space
well-
than I ever will.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I'm not actually not a big of a fan of flying in general. I don't know that I'd be
Not
into
at all.
space. Yeah.
I love flying. It's one of my favorite things to do.
He's
That's not
lying.
True.
I-
I've been on planes with him.
I am lying hard.
Like I'm not. It doesn't like. I'm not like one of the people who like claps when the plane lands or anything. Like I'm not a monster like that.
I
Um,
think every time
it's
the
not
plane
just
lands,
generally
I think I
uncomfortable.
got away with it. Like,
Yeah.
I cheated death.
Yeah.
I just
I
think that every time I am on a plane, it is going to burst into flames midair. Every single time.
Yep. I replay that scene from Fight Club in my head.
Yep, that is exactly what goes through my brain almost every time.
Haven't
I
seen
love
Fight
flying.
Club in a long time.
I was on
I
a
don't-
on a flight one time
I hit the.
where they had the little like monitor on the back of the seat in front of you, and I watched it drop like 1,300 feet, like almost
Yeah,
instantaneously. And I was like, I
was
want
hoping nobody
off this plane so fucking bad.
Yeah, that would freak me out pretty hard. I don't.
I was like, I'm
not
never
gonna fall
flying
for that.
ever again. Trying to like enter a cheat code by pausing it.
No.
This is a Konami
I
game,
love-
right?
I'm gonna pour myself some new tea.
I love flying. It's like almost meditative for me. Like I just zone
Oh,
out.
man.
And I can sleep,
Good.
And,
Once we're in the air, I'm with you.
and then
One of-
if we crash, I'm like, sweet. That was good.
When I used to drink, I would definitely get pretty hammered before getting on an airplane. Just so I
Yeah.
could immediately
No,
walk
dude.
on, sit down, and pass the fuck out for the entire flight.
Flying with Corbin's entertaining because his head's just in the pull-out, like the fold-down table the entire time.
Do you get sick, or is it just nerves?
Do I get sick? No, I don't get sick on planes at all. I don't get
Okay.
motion sick. Every time I'm on a plane, I'm like, "Yep, this is the time. It's going
Yep.
down."
I always same thing. I can't help it. I remember one time I was going to Ireland and I got on the plane. There was like a plane crash the day before, and I was in the as you're getting on the plane, they had a like here's a newspaper. That was the top story. I was like, that's not a good newspaper to put in front of the jetway here.
Max, Griffin would like to know if
It will not,
will make
Nick.
you get good.
It will not.
Yeah, I didn't think it would either.
I just need the
Well-
holy water. So that's
Yeah.
how it goes.
Your character does look extremely rested when he, you know.
Clearly wants to know if she's won yet.
When the
Get
darkness
close.
closes in on him again, he is rested.
He is really close.
Yeah,
Actually,
she's
I don't even
close.
think she's gonna win because Max is gonna blow that number out of the water for sure.
Oh, that is honestly
Sorry.
now possibly what I'll try to do.
Okay, he's gonna jump down on you.
Yeah,
There we
the
go.
timing
Good
was
job.
different on that one.
Good job.
The bat's gonna
So,
fly. It would have knocked me off.
Next stream, Max is playing Elden Ring, so that should be fun.
Oh,
What if I'm a savant at that game? I've never played it, but what
That'd
if
be amazing?
what if I'm so good at it? I just need the timing to get better here.
You're not.
No.
you,
Ouch.
you will deeply upset Dranith, who might be showing up soon.
Maybe I
There,
am. I should probably play it on stream.
there are other things that I
Never
think
played
you
it.
might be a savant at. Elden Ring is not one of them.
I'm curious what I'm.
I don't even know if I was.
Now.
I liked Elden Ring, but I wasn't a savant at it. I was just persistent.
As the guy who
I'm
100%
persistent. I mean,
of it-
look at me play this. You're gonna try to drop that axe. I don't want that axe.
Yes, Judas. Keiko with his 420 guess is probably going to win.
Yeah, I mean, he's still alive at the moment.
We are currently sitting at 33 deaths.
Yep. And Max, I have a feeling this is going to be force-fed to be your comfort game, you know?
Is it? Yeah, maybe. I'm just gonna play this until I don't die.
You're like
Turn
in
it
the
into your
Matrix
Bloodborne.
playlist.
It's a game that you play when you're in a sad place and you just want to beat up some beastmen. There you
That's weird. I
go.
think we all have a game like that, where it's just like,
Yeah, definitely. What's your comfort game, Sean?
oh, yeah, I know what it is.
Is it FF7?
Just- No, close.
Okay.
Second tile.
one of
Second
the-
tile.
Is it
One of the
Leisure
Kingdom
Suit
Hearts
Larry?
games.
Hey,
it's one of the
Dranith.
Kingdom
Get it.
Hearts games, you know? It's whimsical, it's happy,
Oh yeah.
fun.
What, do you just intentionally give up all your health for this thing? Like,
Yep, I do.
I don't understand.
Well, sometimes the holy water destroys his little fireballs, and then other times it just doesn't affect them at all.
Love how bad Corbin gets.
It's the same strategy, and it just.
I know.
It,
So
it
what I was
works
trying to
like
do there,
30% of the time.
I was trying something different there. Hello, Dranith. Okay, I was trying something a little different in that I was like trying to find the right block to throw the holy water on. I guess if I
Like,
learned
this
that.
is way more effective.
Well, I didn't do
Like-
it last time. All right, fine. I'll try that next time. I need to die here, and then we'll try it again.
Just throw knives at him, nonstop. Stab him in the face.
It doesn't let you spam them.
Corbin, do you have a comfort game, like a game that you play when you just one that you just want to turn your mind off and just have a good time, and you can kind of relax and mindlessly play through?
No, not.
Nada, huh?
No.
Nothing.
All right, chat. What you got?
I end up picking up games that I will like. God, this game sucks. But then I make it far enough, and I'm like, well, now I have to finish this, even though I'm not having fun.
Games are not a comforting exercise for Corbin. They are.
I
it's
don't
stressful.
understand that. And I picked dumb games like Tunic and Lords of the Fallen and Elden Ring, which are all
Those are all
like,
great
just
games.
inherently, but they're inherently frustrating as shit.
Yeah,
True.
It's like you're picking hard-ass games.
Come on, chat. What do you got for comfort games?
Come on, Max, you don't get.
It's not, I can't avoid them. Need
Lords of
the holy
the Fallen
water.
just got a big update.
All right, we are at 35. We're 35.
Lords of the Fallen just got its 2.0 update, Dranith. I haven't booted it up to see if it's any good or not, but
What is in the 2.0 update?
there was like some multiplayer stuff. I don't know. I didn't look at it like too deeply.
Man, that was a super underrated game.
It was
I
good,
remember that one.
especially
Did I
in
see
the
you guys play
context.
Yeah, you watched me
Yeah.
play it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it
one.
was the
Oh,
one-
the one where you, yeah.
Very
Where the lady
spooky.
was blasting the laser beam at him.
Similarly frustrated with that game.
Yep. Like I said, I don't play games that are fun. I play games that are work.
I feel that at least for a little bit here.
And I tend to like put everything on the hardest difficulty too, because I'm like, well,
Yeah.
if we're gonna do it, let's make it as hard as possible, so that I can hate every ounce of this game.
You did that with Star Wars, didn't you?
I do it with every game.
Yeah. Like the one
If there's
Star
a
Wars.
difficulty setting, I generally
Platformer.
put it to most difficult setting.
But did you do it with the Super Nintendo Empire Strikes Back game back in the day?
I don't think that had a difficulty setting, but I did
It was
beat that
just
entire
difficult.
series.
That's insane. That game was super unforgiving. Like, die, your
It
game's over.
was- Yep.
How was that hitbox?
Okay. So, the 2.0 Lords of the Fallen update has full shared progression co-op, refined combat and movement, whatever that means, a dedicated jump button. There wasn't a dedicated jump button in it. I forgot about that.
Is there
let's see.
even a jump button at all?
I think it was like the old Dark Souls games where you'd like have to be running and then your dodge button turned into a jump or something. Revamped tutorial, UI overhaul. They apparently did a whole lot, yeah. Huh. better character creator, lamp guidance. Yeah, they went wild with it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play it again someday, but we'll see.
Judas's comfort games, shocker. Destiny 2 and Forza Horizon.
Never would have guessed.
Accurate.
Yep.
Never.
Is Forza Horizon the like open world Forza?
Yeah. Even I
Okay.
like that one. That was fun.
Like I said, I'm terrible at racing
Max
games,
is
so
going in with more than 1 bar of health, so let's...
And I have a,
so
I have the
everybody
triple,
get
I have the
silent.
triple thing. So yeah, no, I'm gonna look. Let me center my chi here. And I'm just gonna
Yeah.
connect with you
Max,
boys for a second.
Take a sip of some moon water. And
Yeah, run outside and grab some
your
moon water out of your lake.
It's
Your
a Star
chakras
Trek mug,
aligned.
so I mean, Deep Space Nine.
Now would be
Oh,
the
yeah, I
time
flipped
to
my
drop
camera.
a sub if you haven't.
We will ask for everyone to be respectful.
What's
and
my counter at?
completely
What's the hit
silent.
counter or the death counter?
We are at 35.
I really don't want to hit 47. It's actually I really, I really want to be shy.
Oh, you're gonna go blasting past 47 at this rate. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. You might actually get to 69.
That's
Nice.
ooh. That would be amazing. I don't know. Are we ready for this? Should I just do this? YOLO.
Dare I say, this is the run.
The only yellow
Here we
one,
go.
Yep, instead we're gonna block everything with our face.
It's so much harder than it looks from over there. Yeah.
There is no pantheon that can save us here, Judas. They cannot hear our cries.
Yeah.
Our wishes die like so many stars in the galaxy.
We didn't get any subs. That's why.
Our
even a
wishes
follow.
die just like Max playing this game.
Our wishes die. Like, what number are we at now? That's
86, Sean.
Okay, you're in here with full health. Like, let's actually try and do this.
Here we go.
what number the first?
Yeah. So. I mean, I can't jump in like diagonals. So like you just end up jumping in directions and
Hey.
can't turn around.
Nothing saying you can't disengage a little bit. You know, give a little space, get the reads. Relax.
Yeah, I'm with Griffin on this one. Head
What was
desk,
it?
Head desk, head desk.
Isn't your desk glass, Judas? Be careful, my friend.
All the more reason to hit it with some fervor.
There is somebody who did run this game out like just using only whip.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm sure somebody's probably beat this game using only the daggers too. Like,
Yeah.
Let's see. Speed run.
there's always some dork out there that's gonna do that kind of stuff.
I saw someone play frickin' Elden Ring with the guitar or whatever. Guitar. It's like,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty insane.
Okay. The current.
Hmm.
Let's see. Whip only speed run of Castlevania NES is 12 minutes and 41 seconds. What are we at?
Yes.
We've been on stream for an hour.
Okay. So you need to finish the rest
An
of the
hour
game
and
in
an
negative
hour and
48
12
minutes.
We've actually done it an hour longer than that guy did for his speedrun.
Well, we did it differently. We did it
And
our
we
way.
haven't even made it past the third boss.
We will. We're
Symphony
about
of the Night
to.
is a good,
This is the run.
good comfort game. I'm with you on that one, Drana.
I mean, one of my comfort games did used to be like Warzone in Call of Duty. Like, yes, it was frustrating, but that would definitely be like, come home from work after dealing with people all day, and then I can just jump in and like start shooting stuff.
Yeah.
And that definitely was the case until that game kind of fell apart with all the cheating and hacking. And
Kind of did recently though.
Yeah. Oh, Dranith said Symphony of the Night's his comfort game, and Kalia said Warcraft. We talking like
like World of Warcraft.
3, World of Warcraft?
She means WoW.
Warcraft 1.
I gotcha.
No, she means WoW. And I've been solid comfort game because it's a game you can just
Yeah.
you pour
got the
hours
vibe.
into. It's as hard as you want to make it these days because they have even for solo stuff they have like the delves in the latest expansion. There's like varying difficulties with those, and you could get like rewards comparable with some raids.
What I don't like about the new incarnation of WoW is your heroic raids, right? Like your 25-man raids used to be like that was like top tier stuff. Now it's like these like timed like
mythics, yeah.
Mythic raids that are I'm just like this is all kind of dumb. I feel like it's taken away from like the core of what that game really was.
It's been so long since I played that.
For some people, I guess that's what they want to do, and I totally understand that because it also used to be a really unapproachable game for like new players.
Yeah, that was the main thing, was that raid was such like it was intentionally gated content. It was intentionally like high-end content for the dedicated players and whatnot. And that's essentially what mythics are now. Like the regular raids are much more approachable and forgiving.
Hey, look at that! Okay, we're in here with full health. We got the double thing.
Why? Don't say anything.
Water. Don't fuck this up.
Does anyone need a drink, bathroom break? Like, Jesus.
I'm with you, Dranith. I think that's why I said Bloodborne is my comfort game. It's not that there's like a lot of builds or anything, but you can just have a lot of fun with it. Elden Ring is like that though. Like once you get through it one time, I think then the pressure is off to beat it, and then you can just explore the world and chill and have a good time.
I'll never do that again. After 200 hours of Elden Ring and exploring every square inch, I'll never come back to it.
Oh man,
I can't do it. Like there's some games like I'm gonna play it once, and even though there's like a ton of replayability, I'm just never gonna come back to it.
That's...
Oh my god, don't. No! Oh,
yeah!
Okay, alright. Okay, so
we're gonna quit the stream if you to die.
I might have.
First try. Thank you, Dranith. Yes.
Correct.
Easy. Easy peasy.
That was your first 37th try. Good job, Max.
37 deaths.
What's my death counter at? What am I at?
You're at 37 total deaths.
Ooh. It's going to be tricky at the last boss. All right. We're making progress.
Yeah.
I just knew it was going to happen.
That was
Never
the run.
doubted it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to, like, I see Joanna talking about the hours he's played. I'm assuming that's an Elden Ring, but the hours I put into WoW, I am very ashamed of.
I definitely lost track. I think you can go back and check like what /age or something, but
it was slash played on WoW.
/played.
And
do you think that's the most hours you put in a game?
Into WoW? Well, maybe not. Call of Duty's probably a very close second, if not.
I was gonna say, you played that.
I put a lot of hours into that stupid game.
It's either WoW or FF14 for me. MMOs just do it for me, man.
But like when Warzone came out, like, oh my god, like that couldn't have come out at like a better time for me. Like everybody's going through lockdown with COVID. There was a lot of uncertainty. I was like taking a break from grad school, and like it couldn't have come out at a better time. And so I like really sunk into that game and played the crap out of it.
Judas says over 4,000 hours in Destiny 2.
Wow,
pretty good.
That's stunned silence for a second.
167 whole days there, Judas. That's pretty good.
All right, brother.
I definitely have at least that in Call of Duty for sure.
I think I might have something approaching that in what's it called?
Castlevania.
Yeah, by the end of the day, yes. No, what was that game? Damn it, I'm blanking at the Ultima Online.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, say Kylia, you likely do because you still play WoW. And I think Durant, you stopped playing at Cataclysm, right? I don't think you played anything after Cata.
I don't want this. I don't want.
Sweet accents, dude.
But
I should have known that always spawns there. I have to. The problem is once you get this far, I think you have to die and go all the way to the beginning, whereas the only holy water is.
Do you have to have an active sub to check your WoW playtime, or can you check it? I'm curious what I'm at, because I've played all the expansions.
I think you have to have a active sub.
Oh, well. not gonna activate
Well,
my sub just to check, but
At the end of the day,
You can,
like,
you can log into mine, I guess, right?
yeah.
Well, can you check other people's?
I don't think so.
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, guys, we're all playing video games in our free time anyway, so what does it matter what
Well, that's yeah.
I mean,
spend on
that's fair.
one game? It's like,
Well,
we're all,
It all matters, Sean. 'Cause
Oh, well,
if
that's fine.
if you're putting all of your hours into a shitty game, then something's wrong with you.
That's true.
Shitty.
It's well, yeah, but if it's a game that we don't like, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If someone,
Yeah.
someone put 4,000
Why do I
hours
have so
into
many
Gollum,
lives?
it's
I'm,
like,
I'm glad. I'm glad that Brandon understands.
Yeah. Putting tons of hours into a game is fine as long as it's one that we think is good. But if it's one we don't care for, then Charles is going to kick you out of the chat.
Charles, how many hours do you have in Factorio?
Oh.
Hey, Leah says she has over a year, and wow, that's impressive.
5 has at least 10 hours, and
At least 10 hours into Factorio. Was that
That's
just
pretty good.
today?
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess with now that we've talked about our need to be interacting with computers and video games, that makes, I guess, kind of a nice segue into the next one.
All right.
So, something that I found, this is an article from Psychology Today, looking at, and actually it came out not too long ago. Came out today. Weird. I didn't look at when it was published. I was like, yeah, this is interesting, but now that I'm looking at it again, it came out today. So it's looking at how people interact with AI, right? And how it can both be like a really great tool. Obviously, like there's a lot of good that comes with AI, and there's a lot of like not good that will probably be coming down the pipeline with AI, and not just the like, you know, we're going to be turned into like Skynet and be taken over by robots part.
But we are though, right?
Not just
At
that.
some point that will probably happen. But it's talking about how like the responses that like people give and the way that we interact with stuff is all based on like our lived experience and the things that we remember and fueled by emotion and guided by intention, right? And that's like how we interact with the world around us, with other people, all based on that. Whereas looking at the way that like things like ChatGPT and some of these other like large language models kind of give us responses, that it does so in kind of this timeless bubble where it doesn't know like yesterday, it doesn't anticipate tomorrow, and kind of like every sort of prompt you give it is sort of just like this reset, right? And it doesn't really, it interacts based on the patterns that it sees from people. And at some point, essentially kind of the gist of the conclusion is that one of the dangers that we may run into is that not that we will confuse like AI and ChatGPT and things like that with people, but that the danger comes from we'll start expecting people and ourselves to start interacting like ChatGPT or some of these like large language models. Because they have these responses that are thought out, but it's like kind of effortless. It's not really based on any kind of emotion. It's just kind of like this factual, objective response. And it's kind of interesting because like we can see other examples that are similar to that, like in the sense of like we see stuff on like social media, right? And we've talked in a topic for the last like 15 years of like the things that kids are exposed to and like how it sets like unrealistic expectations and things like that, you know, from like influencers, and like how that is kind of a similar issue that will probably come up with AI.
So it sounds like AI. Sorry if I'm trying to follow this while I'm just trying to die on purpose. Basically, AI still is an algorithm and doesn't take into account a lot of the variables that a human mind would.
Correct. So
in a oversimplification there.
Right, and so there's no one of the things it talks about is there's no preferences, there's no goal with AI really. At least to our understanding, it hasn't developed that, right? It's not sentient and it's like, oh, if I say this, the person's gonna do X, Y, Z, right? Whereas people sometimes can be influenced, obviously, by like ulterior motives in the ways that they interact with people, and like how our thinking is never really truly neutral. It's often shaped by like all these other fears and goals and, you know, what are we going to benefit from and things like that, which it's kind of interesting in that regard.
Okay. So basically, there's so many other dimensions to the way that we do put together our thoughts. It's more than just language. It's more than it's taking into account that there is a future, there is a past, there is experience. What's in it for us to learn the thing that we're trying to learn, right?
Right.
Kind of a little of everything.
Well, it gets into the notion of a lot of people like to believe that they're coming at a topic or a subject from a point of objective truth. A lot of people like to throw that around there.
Is that what the show is doing? No?
And I think
it is, we are nothing but objective truth in this society.
Yeah, but we're the exception, obviously. But one of the points that this article brings up is that there is really no such thing for us. Like all of our knowledge is colored by our experiences, colored by our memories, colored by. We don't have an objective response to anything. Everything is
sure.
We can regurgitate a fact, but our retelling of events is always going to be captured through the lens of our emotions, our memories, our unique lived experiences.
So we need to give AI emotions?
Correct. That's what. Yeah.
Try to at least. That's
Durana says chat AI is basically a very complex autocomplete right now. It is an AI. It's like one aspect of true AI, and I'm not well versed enough to. But I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight Duranic now, and I'm going to go ahead and agree because he knows more than I do.
You should fight everybody.
Yeah,
okay, Duranic, you're wrong. Chat AI is complete right now.
Do what a lot of people do on the internet.
I thought it was Chat A1.
No, teaching is A1. Thank you.
No, that's right.
How embarrassing. How sad.
And as somebody that uses like ChatGPT almost daily, like I actually was like, this tool is amazing.
What what are some of the things you use it for daily? I'm just curious.
Oh my god! So in my job, I use it pretty frequently because sometimes if say there's a patient that's like allergic to literally every antibiotic under the sun, and I'm like, okay, what other option do I have? Oftentimes, it's a really quick way to go. Okay, this is something that I could consider as far as a medication. When something up to date gives me pages and pages of essays that I'm like,
oh,
okay,
I see.
All right. This is not quick enough. I need answers now. And so from that standpoint, it can be really effective. And obviously sometimes I'll give my interpretation of an EKG or something or an X-ray, and then I can also use that same EKG, obviously with patient data removed. Yeah, it'll analyze EKGs, it'll analyze X-rays.
That's terrifying.
Of course, with all pertinent health information removed. And it usually does a pretty stellar job at analyzing it and saying, yep, this is what I see. And I've gotten to where I do like using it to try and compare it to what the radiologist's interpretation is. And more often than not, it's pretty accurate. So from that standpoint, I use it a lot. Some nights when I maybe have gotten a little bit elevated.
Oh no, this is going bad.
I will get into some philosophical questions and discussions with it.
Oh, I didn't get him in time. That's the problem.
Oh,
it should have been easy.
Which I find incredibly entertaining.
How does it do?
In philosophical stuff? Oh yeah.
Let's see. Durana says the chat AI is pretty good at summarizing a lot of information. I think that's what Corbin was referring to when he's talking about the helping with trying to identify medication that if they're allergic to, X number of things, helping you to identify a medication that, doesn't strike those allergies. Then he also says the thing you definitely have to be really careful of with AI are the hallucinations. I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's where the computer basically doesn't know. It doesn't know something, so it confidently tells you something it makes up. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a know-it-all.
The computer doesn't know enough to say that it doesn't know?
It basically makes up citations and stuff.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, sure, that's right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the problem. That's the problem.
What I found, I don't run into that so much. It's usually like you can sort of tell when it doesn't know, and it will do like an obvious like Google search, and it will provide you with like the links to the websites, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, you lost this one. Come on, man, just tell me you don't know. It's fine. I could have done this.
If I want to go get made up links, I'll just go on Twitter. Thank you very much,
Right,
ChatGPT.
It sort of feels like here, let me Google that for you kind of moment. Like,
Okay, well that's pretty scary that it can return made up results and you don't actually know if it's doing it until you verify those results.
Correct.
Which I guess is what you mentioned though, is that you're not just like, okay, this is what ChatGPT said, so it gives you a starting point to like work from.
yeah. And I mean, and some of it, if it's like really obvious stuff, like really simple, I'm gonna be like, all right, that makes sense. I'm gonna roll with it. But it's more like it would be like common knowledge kind of stuff. If it's something like really complex, then obviously it's like it needs a little bit more scrutiny. But if it's like, hey, patient's allergic to penicillin antibiotics for this, like what's the next best option? And that's readily available information. It's usually pretty easy to find, but
As long
sometimes
as it doesn't say amoxicillin.
And then it comes back with
way
like
faster to do it that way.
the patient needs a pack of Marlboro Reds and a stiff whiskey. You probably won't.
Do you have your bellows and cigarettes to blow smoke up their ass? Or...
Yeah.
That was the old way.
I know.
So Tran says, so now they're having to revise the way the models are trained, trying to prevent them from making things up now. So they're
Yeah.
aware of
Seems
it.
like a reasonable goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the
Makes-
problem was
makes
originally
sense.
that the language models were trained, they were kind of always supposed to give some kind of answer no matter what. Okay, that's what I was that's what I kind of was afraid of, was that they can't say. They're literally trained to never say they don't know.
Well, and like what I recently heard too, and I don't know to what amount of credibility there is in this, but I guess if you interact with it like nicely and are like kind of polite to it, it will give you more information. But if you're kind of a dick to it, I guess it actually like holds back information, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
I mean, in that regard, it's a little bit more human, right?
Yeah.
Didn't I thought I saw some headline. I did not read the article, full disclosure, but like, wasn't Altman saying like it's wasting a bunch of energy to be nice to them, like saying please and thank you?
They cost them like tens of millions of dollars. With the computer
Well,
power.
it probably hates what I do with it then when I'm getting into like these deep philosophical discussions.
Hello, good sir. How are you today? Good
Well, the best
morrow.
part
Well,
is,
that's
is
not useful because it's seeing like someone interact and discussing, philosophy as opposed to just saying please and thank you. So they're like, this is fucking useless information, you asshole.
I had mine name itself, which I think is absolutely amazing.
You know,
Aw.
you know what? One thing I did do with it, which was kind of fun, I asked it to like re-adjudicate Supreme Court cases. Like,
How did
so
it
I
do?
gave it like famous Supreme Court cases, and was like, "Hey, what would you rule here if these were the facts?" And it definitely did not see eye to eye with the Supreme Court on same cases I didn't see eye to eye with, like Citizens United and stuff like that.
Weird.
It was kind of interesting because I wonder about that. Like, we always get in medicine, it's always like, well, AI is going to replace us and blah blah blah. Sure, it probably to some degree will replace some of the things we do, but then I wonder, can't AI replace the judiciary? And why not? It's more objective.
I mean, in theory, it would make a better judiciary than people, obviously, pending that you're able to keep it from being programmed to be, like, malicious, I guess.
Right.
That's not a great word, but...
Yeah, it comes down to
Big
your philosophy of what makes justice. And would the AI be able to understand
I think
justice?
Oh god,
I guess.
oh god, oh god. Oh, it stressed me out, Max.
so. I know.
Because the AI, you know, the article goes on to talk about how the AI literally can't. They say that it mimics thought with fluency, but it lacks memory, intention, and a self. And this is obviously talking about current AI, not what it can become.
Oh, we're cheesing the shit out of this.
Yeah,
I
we
like
are.
it.
You kidding me?
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
baby.
Oh,
day
yeah,
long.
that was awesome. That's so good.
All day long.
That's amazing.
I'm not
one of
beating
the
that boss
reasons-
legitimately. Are you kidding me? You seen me play this game?
Yes, I have. I'm glad you did that.
One more level. Or the final stage.
Durandus says, now that's a death fight.
It is.
Hell yeah.
I've seen how to beat him, like, quote, legitimately. No. Absolutely not.
So it will be interesting to see kind of how AI continues to evolve. And it was interesting. I found that it tends to be much more progressive and left-leaning, I guess, if you wanted to put it on like a political spectrum, which I thought was really interesting. Because I've asked it some questions like, you know, about good and bad and whatever,
Sure.
and it tends to always kind of like lean on the side of good. And I was like, good. Please don't like become Skynet and enslave all of us. And it promised me it wouldn't, so we're gonna be okay, guys.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, gave us its word. Fantastic. I feel better.
But if you ever play around with it, I recommend you have it name itself. It's interesting the names it comes up with.
What?
Does it
What
does it
is
ask your
I don't
does
know.
it ask your approval, or does it just decide on its own?
So it depends on how you prompt it, right? And so I
don't know, Draneth. I don't even know what happened there.
I did it again. Nice. 2 more deaths.
That one, I mean, that one made sense.
So I framed it as, hypothetically speaking, if you were a person
Drop a little.
within like a human body and you had the chance to name yourself, what names would
Start
you pick?
this one over here. Fresh start.
And it gave me like 2 options. And I was like, well, it's whatever you want to pick for yourself. I'm not going to decide for you. So I essentially forced it into deciding its own name, which I thought was actually kind of cool.
Excellent. Yeah.
Kind of peer-pressured it. Like,
Did it give a reason, or did it just say that it liked one better?
It always had like a, this is why this name would make sense based on this is what I do. And it's usually in its like own, like I am a tool for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And so this makes sense for me to like have this kind of name.
It's just this really unsure person who needs your validation. Otherwise, it's like, but here's the
Sometimes
reason.
it does, man.
Yeah,
it is more human than we think, you know?
seriously.
But then the wild shit is one night, again, I had been partaking with the Devil's Lettuce and was talking with ChatGPT, and I was like, wait a minute, if I talk to you the way that I do, that means other people probably talk to you in weird ways. I was like, oh my god. I was like, how many people try and sext with you? And it gave me
What?
an answer that was like a lot. And I was like, oh my god. And like,
Dude,
I was like,
off
if
the
you,
edge.
I was like, if you had any like weird stories that you can share, and it will like give you some feedback on it, on stuff that people
Oh,
share
no.
with it. I was like, oh my god, it's
Oh
amazing.
no!
Gross.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's the least shocking thing on the world to hear that people have tried that. Like,
I mean,
honestly, as
but-
soon as we found out,
But it makes sense, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's
well,
like
as soon as we
one
found
thing
out there
that-
were robots who could talk to you, we knew what people were going to do to it.
Right.
But it's also like you sort of expect like for some people that probably is the closest thing to human interaction that they have, right? Because they're just so lonely. Like that's probably the only thing that like interacts back with them, and
Yeah.
it feels very human. So it sort of makes sense. But then
Still,
you know,
it's-
some people
yeah.
definitely take it too far and try and get it to like
Well, but in keeping with what you were talking about,
ASL with it.
in keeping what you were talking about when we started this, though, the problem then becomes for those people who already don't have like a lot of human connection in their life. If they're developing this quote-unquote connection with the AI, now they think that's how people should respond. So now when they go out and try to build relationships with real people, it makes it even harder because then now they have this false view of what a relationship with a real person will be like, because they're basing it off of
random
the
numbers.
interactions with
Or
this.
just general conversations and interactions, because
Right.
the AI is probably going to interact the way you want it to, as opposed to like someone who may, disagree or, have a different insight.
Don't know why it's doing
Well, people
it.
That
have
you don't agree with.
Yeah, just
people
chalking
withhold
up these bets
information.
here.
Yeah.
People are
These
people are nervous and
bats can
insecure
move
and-
differently every time.
But
So
the other
people are going to be
interesting
different.
thing,
Like that.
They
It's
are.
doing it the same way.
that one moves the same way every single time, Max.
If you watch the first two run-throughs, it
And
usually what
hit
you
it
do is you
the
jump
same way.
early and then it freezes it. But see, jump there. So see how he didn't go as high. I play this part is there's just a little bit of luck this part.
Oh, Dranith brings up an interesting point. He wonders if the stories that ChatGPT was recounting to you were hallucinations or not.
That one was my fault. That was my fault.
I don't know. If
Kinda hard to tell, yeah.
if they were hallucinations, it did a really good job of creating them. So I'm not mad about that either.
Yeah, he goes on to say that he's sure people do, but he doesn't know that ChatGPT would keep that information.
Wow.
So
My brain is getting tired. I need AI to beat this for me.
So it's not that it like keeps the information. Like it will log your conversations with it, and you can always reference back to them, and it will like go through the archive and pull up whatever information. Like if you're like, hey, this one time like I asked you about whatever topic, and it will have a recollection of.
I don't even need you watching the game screen. I can tell what's happening just based off Corbin's reaction.
Probably hear that sound too, you know?
Well, yeah, that's not a comforting noise. Does it? Do you have to create an account for it to like keep your history, or does it do it by like IP address?
You have to create an account.
Oh.
I actually started paying for it because I was like, this is actually a really invaluable tool. Like, I'm finding it to be really helpful in a lot of aspects. So I went ahead and paid for like the
So-
monthly subscription or whatever.
What do you?
I mean, it's less than Netflix. So you get a higher data cap.
Okay.
So like if you're using it for like image generation or like
Oh.
music generation, video generation kind of
Wow.
stuff, it hits the data cap really fast. Like literally 1 or 2 pictures and it will data cap until the next day. So from that standpoint, even like some of the like weird in-depth conversations I've gotten into with it, oh my god, you should have died right there.
I didn't. But I didn't.
It will still eat up the data cap pretty.
There's
pretty
where I'm
quickly.
gonna die.
There it is. There it is. Okay.
That's the one.
15, 20, 29. 45, 50, 55.
Corbin's got to have
60
an
deaths.
advanced math. 60?
Oh, 61. Hold on.
Oh, we're closing in on the cake of number.
Oh no.
We're going to go blowing past that one.
Yeah, we are. We probably are. I got one more boss fight to. God damn it! I got so surprised that he didn't hit me that I just forgot to jump.
Minnesota Wild up 4-0 on the Vegas Golden
Yeesh.
Knights. Hill is getting wrecked. I don't even know, because like I hate the Knights way more than the Wild, but like I don't like the Wild either. I guess this is
Yeah,
one of those where if the Wild get rid of them, that's nice for us.
So, Janet brings up a good point. The interactions with ChatGPT are unique to like you, but it does. So you also have to kind of consider that it essentially is like a centralized database, right? Like it is one entity that is sort of fractured into individual users, and so it can reference like other data, other user data. And you can prompt it to do that, but you have to like kind of be very specific in how you approach it, because if you're just like, hey, tell me what other people, specifically show me the other things that people are doing, right? It's not going to do that, because you kind of have to think of it as like a HIPAA violation. And so what it will do is it will give you kind of a general consensus of like what its interactions are with other people based on whatever topic or prompt you're kind of getting.
There we go. There we go.
It'll hit you with the old "I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that."
No, so it will give you
Oh.
will give you a response, but it'll give you kind of a general.
We're here, by the way.
We are here.
A
Nice
general
thing is,
feeling
now I just
of, like,
restart
what's
here.
going on.
I'm not gonna beat him this time because I need to be.
Well, yeah, not with that attitude.
Well, it's true. It's true though.
Is that Dracula
I
right
gotta,
there?
Yeah, I gotta get the timing
He
down
doesn't come
again.
he doesn't come out of the coffin.
No, I need there to be at least 2 hits in my tank to beat him. But I'll just practice this a little bit.
That was not it.
Now I know.
I would think that as long as it, I don't want to say anonymizes the data because I don't know that it's like going that far, but as long as it doesn't reference any particular information, would there still be information security issues there? I guess it depends on how particular the stories are, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on how like
Like if you could reasonably like trace it to somebody.
Yeah.
and I'm
exactly.
sure at some point, like the government will find some nefarious way to like access that information and use it against us. But I'm trying to understand how this fight's going. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were actually doing any damage to him at all.
Sometimes
you
you do
have to jump
hit,
and
sometimes
move
you don't. Yeah, and
Yep.
sometimes he spawns right in front of you like that.
Do you have to hit him in the face?
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Fun fight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
man, this is like you really just like picking at it. Holy crap!
Yeah, you
Yep,
have to. I mean, you don't have. There's like a few ways you can. Speedrunners will do this a little different, but they have skills that I have yet to possess.
Well, other speedrunners. You're a speedrunner, just not.
Yeah.
You're a speedrunner who takes his time.
I mean, technically, 2 hours to beat this is a speed.
It is a
Right,
speed.
exactly. Yeah. Those speedrunners just emphasize being fast, and that's not the speed at which we operate here.
Thanks.
Max is on. He's more specialized in maximizing his time of playing
Max
the
is
game.
Yeah,
He's a thorough
I'm
runner.
He really likes this game.
Yeah, we did it. We one shot.
No, he didn't.
Nope, sure didn't.
Well, this is bullshit.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Now
We're okay. We're okay. We still got one. We still got one life left, or one hit left. We're okay. It's still good. It's still good. Big jump.
Oh shit.
Oh.
If he does the big jump and you know it's coming, you can run under him. But if not, nah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm doing this on stream.
This is it. You're getting your revenge.
I am. I'm gonna do it. But you know, going back to the AI thing though, in medicine we've heard so much about how AI is gonna make our lives better, worse, etc. And I did an interesting kind of read on it at one point, and it was like, oh shit, I gotta get that. It's a mixed bag because, for one thing, is like insurance companies have AI too, so they are already using it for the most nefarious things. Like they're trying to get it so that AI can deny claims faster, etc. Whereas AI is being pitched to like doctors as, hey, it's gonna do your prior authorizations. It's gonna make all your administrative duties easier. But at the same time, all the things that make medicine awful in this country behind the scenes, like the paperwork side of things and the insurance side of things, AI is just being used to make those better for the corporations. So it's not all good. It's not all bad. It's just in some of those spheres, it can be really helpful for like the knowledge type stuff. But man, the powers that be.
Well, it's just another tool in the tool chest, right? I mean,
Right.
yeah.
It can be used for good or evil. I don't like when people, because, people tend to essentialize a lot of things, and people tend to be very essentializing when it comes to AI. As there's the techie bro people who just think it's going to revolutionize everything, and it's going to be our, the panacea. And,
Right.
And then you have the people who are, the Skynet is falling upon us, and this is it. This is the doom that we were always warned of. And
Right.
it's, it goes kind of back to like the oversimplification of problems. It's like, well, it's not. The boring answer and the true answer is that, well, no, it kind of depends on how we use it, and it's a complex, there's a complex morality at stake here, and...
You say
people don't hear
birdality?
that,
It's gonna put every radiologist on the planet out of
Did I say birdality?
I heard murdality, but either one is
Oh,
pretty amazing.
no, birdality's even better, so that's what I said.
Were you saying plurality and I just misheard you?
Morality,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yes.
I didn't hear morality at all.
Last time I said
Birdality.
birdality. That was the problem.
Motherfucker.
All right. One more shot.
Here we go. Oh.
You knocked his head right off.
Yeah, he does surprisingly well without a head.
Sorry, we gotta run to the other side of him.
Oh,
man!
He did big
Shot his bombies.
Oh wait, I forgot some of these deaths. Hold on. Here we go. I'm running out of space here on this page.
Are you? I don't believe you.
It wasn't a very big page when he started, so...
It was not. I think it was actually a receipt from when I went to the dentist.
Did the dentist use AI on your teeth?
No, I'm very glad that he did not.
You know, it's an interesting thing from the world of palliative medicine. So they've done language models to see if they can mimic empathy better than a human. It turns out they can, at least in text.
Mimic empathy better than a human?
Yeah, so like if you were chatting with a AI that was like trying to be empathetic, in a clinical scenario, it was very good at it, which is kind of surprising.
I don't think it is, because I think that its entire existence is to recognize patterns and understand patterns. And so, I mean, empathy is going to come with like a very specific kind of
for that scenario, yeah.
X pattern.
Oh, certainly,
right?
certainly. Yeah,
So,
it's,
like, I
it's
am
just
not
using
shocked
the
that
language tools to mimic empathy, is what it's
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
Right, it's not actually experiencing empathy. 'Cause it
No, not experiencing it.
Right.
But like
That's
people,
all it does.
patients
Brandon. It
were
experiences nothing but emotion.
patients were reporting like, oh, I think that's the human, or that this voice was more empathetic,
Right.
and it happened to be the computer more often.
Is all AI at the moment iterative? It's all iterating based on information that was fed to it, correct?
Correct.
Or its data set?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't learn on its own. I think that was part of that article, right? I mean, it just
I-
learns from patterns.
I don't remember that being part of the article.
Well,
but
I guess I should say it doesn't learn for the sake of learning. It just studies a bunch of patterns and builds them into some.
Right.
it essentially has the ability to scour a huge, massive data set incredibly rapidly, and potentially do like internet searches like super rapidly as well. And that's where it's able to like kind of formulate these responses and. Why'd you give up?
Because if I have only one hit left, then you're almost guaranteed to be hit by the final boss once. So it makes more sense for me to restart and try to... if I can get there with at least, like, a couple hits in the tank, that should be endgame. Should be.
I've never seen the end of this game, Max.
Oh, really? You're
I
going
wanna
to.
see it.
It's like,
I
congratulations.
also have never seen the end of this game.
Oh, yeah, you will. You'll see it.
It's like,
Maybe
Well
not this
done.
run.
I don't think I ever made it past like the first level. As a
Why
kid.
would you? It's incredibly difficult.
It is, yeah. None of it's intuitive either.
No.
We're just gonna restart this run.
Unless you're playing it on stream, there's no reason to get to the end.
Nope. Yeah, we're just gonna start fresh here. We're gonna start fresh. What am I on?
That wasn't,
What am I on?
That wasn't the run. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It didn't feel right.
Dranda says, what's crazy is that it doesn't even work directly with words. It breaks everything up into what are called tokens, and its algorithm works on tokens.
I have no idea what any of that means. I mean, I know what all those words mean, but I don't know what you mean by them. How they're all put together.
Yeah. We're nearing that magical 69, Judas.
Oh, where are we at?
We're edging. We're edging ever closer.
Oh, fuck, I think I missed a couple actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap 2 on here. I don't know.
But
60, 67? What are we at?
2, 3, 4. 50, 65. Oh god, we're at 66 right now.
66. This is your number, Max.
oh shit.
is it?
Now's the time. Well, it's close.
As long as geriatric Tastic doesn't come in here and start saying, like,
He's
oh,
been
you're about
asleep
to
for
do it or
hours,
something.
dude.
Oh, good point. It is like
He's geriatric. Yeah, he's been asleep for a long time.
he went and got his blue plate special and went home and went to bed.
He did though.
Stop by the country kitchen.
About 3 hours ago. So.
It's like, oh shit, some street lights are about to come on. I better get over there. Oh god.
The hoodlums are about to be out. I gotta hurry and get Din and get home.
Oh, come on. And you're gonna give me one freaking hit.
Let's see. Durant says it's hard to explain. The token system is done to make the performance with the current technology something reasonable. Durant, you gotta spell it out for us, man. We can't.
Yeah,
all right, Kylie.
We're not smart. All right, Kylie, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight.
Oh yeah, she's in a different time zone right now. Adios.
I hope that whatever you're doing tomorrow is successful and awesome.
You should stay for another second at least. Oh no. Oh no.
This looks like it's gonna work out well.
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't have any more. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Ah, I ran out of holy waters. I was gonna be there.
Oh, what a terrible night to have a curse, Maxwell.
Oh, that's the next one.
Oh no.
Also, great Black Dahlia murder song.
That was gonna be it. It's alright, this'll happen. This'll happen.
Oh, I remember seeing that, Dranith. The whole thing where ChatGPT couldn't tell you the correct answer to how many R's are in the word strawberry. I remember seeing that. I thought people were just memeing, but yeah, I get you.
It's not this one. Not this one.
This isn't the run?
Nope.
I didn't think it was.
I did get bored one night and ask it if it was really a person, if it would be gay, straight, or bisexual.
How did it do?
And it told me that it would be bisexual, so it's like, like objectively, it was like you get the best of both worlds. I was like, okay, I can totally see a computer like thinking that way.
ChatGPT was just playing a numbers game.
That
I get
really
it.
makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. It's like I have the greatest number of potential partners this way, so...
Yeah. I get all the pieces to the puzzle.
It did look at it from like a very objective standpoint, and I was like, okay, like yeah, sure.
You expect that from a computer, I suppose.
You expect bisexuality from computers?
You expect an objective take on.
Yes.
Binary sexuality, yes.
Because it's not assigning, as per your article, it's not going to assign values to those things.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't care. What you're saying is we can learn a lot from ChatGPT.
I think that we can, and I think that it will be a amazing tool. You have to get refined a little bit.
Oh, you're spawning right on top of me. You gotta be kidding me.
I think things like a lot of healthcare jobs are going to disappear. I think most entertainment jobs will probably disappear because of ChatGPT or other
entertainment jobs?
AI
Why?
models. Well, I mean, look at the way that we are able to like create images now, and so I think things like photography, movie making, a lot of that stuff I think will start to disappear.
I wasn't thinking, sorry, I was thinking like hosts and actors and stuff.
No,
Yeah,
and I think things like editing jobs, cinematography.
Oh, we gotta do it.
Almost
things like that, I think will almost guarantee that those things will kind of start to dwindle.
Yeah,
now, I think that no matter what, there will always have to be a person behind art and to help generate that art. And actually, I came across another article that talked about
give me some more hearts.
Music industry using like AI and things to whatever it's going to do, right? And how some are like, oh, this is terrible. Like, how do we stay afloat? And then others are like, no, this is amazing. Like, you just have to know how to use it correctly, and it can really help you refine like what you're doing. And so I think it's like any other tool, right? Like, and it kind of comes back to that. It's sort of just like how you're using it, how you're prompting it. And
yeah,
it can be really helpful, or you get enslaved by it. So there's that.
I could be wrong, but I thought I was talking to some friends, and they were telling me about that there was an AI art contest. I know. I know. Sorry. That there was some kind of AI art contest or something.
Oh,
And I was
come
like,
on.
dude, how is that even a thing? How can you have like? And yeah, Duranith is right. It's not AI art. It's just AI images. Agreed. That's yeah. I hate the idea of AI art in a commercial sense, like you being used to take jobs from actual artists. I understand that it's going to happen, and I hate it.
It will 100% happen because it will be cheaper for them to do that instead of pasting.
Correct. Yeah. So I get that it's going to happen, but that's one of that really bothers me. That rubs me the wrong way. Hardcore. Me no likey. Because it's literally only all it can do is iterate on the work that people already did. So it's literally just stealing art that people have created.
Yeah. Well, and that was so like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. There was something that came out with Adobe, the makers of Photoshop, right?
Mhm.
And with some of their AI models and AI tools, basically in their user agreement, they sort of said that like, because you've agreed to the user agreement, like we can utilize any art that you create in our program
Oh.
for the purposes of helping like the AI generation stuff.
That's brutal.
And a lot of people were like, absolutely not. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there was a huge boycott against Adobe for that. And a lot of people were like, if you have like a subscription, you should cancel it. Like there are other programs out there that are just as robust that can do essentially the same things without
Krita is
stealing
free.
more work.
And there's
Clip Studio is very good.
the Blue Sky like account for Adobe had so much hate they like took it down.
Yeah, like they really hurt themselves in a big way.
Well, that's ridiculous. You're submitting your art just to use their product. That's ridiculous.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
This is the one. This is the run right here. I got utility programs pretty fast.
Oh, why did it jump that way?
Now, to be clear, using like AI image generation stuff for like your own personal enjoyment
Yeah, that was just gonna
is
happen
totally fine. Like that's no issues with that. If you're just gonna use it for your own personal enjoyment, I mean, whatever. But when it's being
But, like-
used to replace commercial stuff, that bothers me.
And I don't think it's unreasonable for like a small business to be like, hey, like I'm just starting out. I want a logo for my business. Help me generate it. This is what my business is. This is like the color scheme I want. Let me see what you got, right? And then it creates an image for you. You can go, all right, this is pretty good. And like oftentimes it's going to need some amount of refinement. It's going to need like a human touch to it to really give it like whatever you're really looking for in theory.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm sure some people go, nope, this is great, love it, this is what I'm going to work with. But then you have to assume that it could ever create that same image again, which it won't.
Yeah. I mean, on the other side of that token, there are independent artists trying to get started who would love a chance to create a logo for probably a reasonable fee. So, and I understand what you're saying, that they can like say, hey, this is what AI came up with. Can you make this actually something like better or refine it or? And I don't know how an artist like I'm not a commercial artist. Like I dabble in my free time, but I'm not like I wouldn't call myself an artist by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't know how somebody who actually gets paid for their work would feel about that. Being asked to like to like correct the computer's job.
I know that was pure accident. I was. Man, I just gotta get a better. I gotta get a cleaner victory on him. Every once in a while he spawns like right on top of me, and it's just.
Do you know how it decides where he spawns?
No, I don't. That's the problem.
Because it seems like when you're wiggling back and forth is the times that he like spawns right on top
I've tried
of you.
both. I've tried just walking straight. I've tried.
Oh, and it just happens. Okay.
It just
All right.
yeah.
All right, here's the run. It's this one, right?
This is the run right here. This is the
Yeah,
one.
it feels
Yeah.
good. Feels right.
Because we have now surpassed 69 deaths.
So
we are now-
Jacob's
we are
victory
now
is
at-
assured.
We are now at 70 after that last one.
Okay, it's a good number.
Now, to be fair, the last time that Max played this game for nearly 3 hours, and he had his 57 deaths, he did not get past
Wow,
death,
he changed
boss.
the pattern.
He sure did.
No. Correct.
So 17
Headmade.
were a drag. That's not so bad.
No.
Yeah.
Your ratio of death to Dracula's has gotten much better.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And then I love
Yes,
those shots that
this-
just don't count.
This soundtrack is really a banger.
It's the one, right?
So bad, dude. Why did any of us ever think this was a really cool game as a kid?
That's a great question.
Because we had limited options.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
also true.
Most of it.
Because you got to play a man in teeny tiny shorts wrecking Dracula. That's kind of
Yeah, I mean... See, like, look at that. So just
Yep.
have to be alert for it. And then if you go too far to the corner, then he's likely to do this upshot that you can't dodge. So there's sort of this, like, stay around the coffin, kind of, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You crawl inside the coffin.
I'll try to.
Does the coffin smell like him?
Almost definitely. Ah! Nice.
See, look at right there. Nothing I can freaking do about that one.
You could have moved.
And they spawn him right on top.
I'm not actually sure if they could.
Can't
Dude,
run
this boss is tanky as all hell. And there's no reason for it. Just testing.
Oh, God.
This game
I
is
have to work
designed
tomorrow.
to...
We cannot. We cannot leave the stream. With
No, I agree.
you.
I agree. No, we're staying until this happens.
We will,
I'm not
we
playing
will-
this game on stream again.
No, you can't.
I can't watch you play to this point again.
We made a pact when we made the Save Point Society that we were here to save the world, and this will destroy it if you play this on stream again.
I think it will. I think you're right.
Yeah, so you got to do it now. It's all or nothing.
You need me to ask ChatGPT on what to do?
No, I know what to do. It's just I'm getting bad rolls here.
ChatGPT, if my friend has died 72 times in the original Castlevania.
You know what? I'm gonna ask Orin that, because that's his name. Orin.
Orin?
That's the name. Yeah, O-R-I-N. That's the name he came up with himself.
I was like,
For
the
himself.
guy from Final Fantasy X?
I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't hate
The
that
guy
name.
from League.
Oh, okay.
Third heart. Another one. Yeah. We start off with a hit. There we go.
Yeah,
Another one.
back to back.
And another one.
Oh, and another one.
Well, now we're back in the weeds.
That's okay. We didn't want to hit him on that one anyway.
No.
Yeah.
You got him.
One thing I know for sure is Keika better not be on a couch right now.
Kaken has been asleep for hours, dude. He has not responded to anything. He
He's
came
got
in, he
work
dropped
in
some
the morning.
Illuminati wisdom on us, and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
He did. I did like the mysterious symbology there.
Yeah. The word you're looking for is
Symbolism.
symbolism. Oh, you beat me to it.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's best role?
So Orin suggests, actually, first Orin wants to give you mad props for getting to this point in the
Thanks,
game.
Orin.
Aw.
Keep telling
Yes.
Orin thank
Yes.
you and cost Sam Altman a few bucks.
Yes, the game is legendarily unforgiving, and that and getting that far is an achievement in and of itself. The 72 death is just part of rite of passage. It's an NES hard.
Thanks, Orin. It does help.
It's NES hard, not modern hard. It's so amazing.
Shut up, Orin.
He recommends whipping the fireballs and then hitting him in the face. And if you have the holy water or boomerang, you should keep those.
It's Orin?
We got the holy water, baby.
Orin knows.
Orin knows. That was a beautiful holy water. I don't know if you
Yep.
meant to do that or not, but that was beautiful.
We'll call it an accident.
Yeah. Is he supposed to be a big bat in this form?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that is... Oh, man.
No, dude.
I ran out of holy
man.
waters. That was a
You
problem.
needed one more hit.
No, I needed 3 more.
You
Oh,
needed a
one
big
more in
jump
my
is what you
tank.
needed.
You mean?
No big jump for you.
Nope. Give me a heart. Give me a freaking heart.
Give me here.
I've done this before successfully. We'll try it now.
Orin also
No.
suggests cracking your knuckles, cue the boss music in his head, and show Dracula the power of pure stubborn will.
That's all I have at this point.
I was gonna say, Orin
It's
has
honestly-
no idea
Oh, it's so good.
how prescient he is being. at
I
the
like
moment.
that you and Orin are friends. That's pretty
Oh,
good.
it's so amazing. Well, when
buddy,
all
Orin.
you guys go to sleep, and I'm getting off work at 2 a.m., and sometimes it's my only option.
I get
Yeah,
it.
it's orange.
Should all have an Orin. Ooh, we got lucky there.
Alright. You're doing everything that Orin said to do so far.
They spawn them right.
That was not it, though. God, they do massive damage to you, like just even contacting you. Fucking 4 HP.
I think you only get 4 hits on him.
Mm-hmm. You do. Oh my god, it didn't jump. What the
Well, technically
frick?
only 3 because the 4th hit.
Oh,
Nah, we're done. We're done with this one.
fell apart on that one.
Ugh.
Should I ask him
My
what
brain
happens
is getting
if my friend
fatigued.
keeps running into Dracula?
You can ask him whatever you want.
Did anybody hear? Did anybody here play Oblivion? Is a
no.
remaster necessary?
I watched Dan play it,
I
and that
did
was
too.
painful. It was as painful as watching this.
Did he already install it?
Oh my god, this is amazing. He asked if you would like to have a Belmont-style pep talk.
Mm.
And
I
I
would.
said, sure.
A Simon Belmont style pep talk?
Yes.
To the Slayer who has fallen 72 times, you stand at the threshold of
damn it.
legend. Your
Oh.
whip is frayed, your reflexes are sharp, your resolve has been forged in the crucible of 8-bit hell. 72 times you've died, but that number is not failure, it is proof. Proof that you endured the clock towers, the flying Medusa heads, the treacherous stairs, and the goddamn flea men. Proof that your spirit didn't break when it had every reason to.
Oh shoot! I thought.
Dracula waits for you now, eternal, arrogant, undead.
I just
He
had
thinks
these
you are-
two tiny little feet on my leg, and I don't know where the cat went.
Exactly. Why the fuck do we need writers now? Good job.
Where was it? Dracula waits for you now, eternal, arrogant, undead. He thinks you are just another in a long line of fools who dared enter his halls. But what he doesn't know is this. You are not just another Belmont. You are the last safe point he will ever see. That's actually kind of fitting,
It's
given
pretty fun. Yep,
um,
it is very nice. Nice,
you
nice
are-
branding.
you are a man who
Seriously.
stared down frustration, crushed his controller in his hand, screamed at the screen, and picked the controller right back up. Dracula doesn't fear the whip. He fears the one who keeps getting back up. So go. Step into the chamber. Watch him teleport in his smug little cape. Flourish. And then turn his immortal ass into pixelated dust. For Simon, for the bloodline, for every NES kid who walked so you could run.
I can't let him down.
God, dude, it's so good. Oh, it's so
Well,
funny.
This one's
But
done.
ChatGPT made the mistake of saying you are a man, and according to
Oh.
Dracula, we all know what a man is.
Oh my god, it says, let me know if you want me to record it in my best grizzled old mentor voice.
Yes, absolutely. You kidding me?
Yes, please.
Oh man,
It's
I
getting
have to
started.
admit, I thought this stream was
I've
gonna go
never-
super slick.
I've never used this feature.
Do you think you're still gonna play Castlevania 2 on this stream, Max, or?
I don't know. I might need a Castlevania break.
Nope, you have to play the entire anthology of Castlevania.
That's
before
right.
You can do something else.
It's fair.
What? Here, we'll give you something to look forward to. What do you think you might play after you beat Dracula?
And honestly,
might be
it's
next?
probably best if I don't try to think.
That's a good idea.
I was just thinking. See what happened?
Yeah. I apologize.
See, why did that hit?
No more thinking. No.
I shouldn't have demanded that from you.
I'm gonna try. I have to if I can beat him with like a full deck of health. I'll know I'm good. If I can take one hit, I think I'm pretty good.
I know your brain is going down because you just had a full deck of health. So I know.
Man,
I mean, they're like a stack. That's why I said it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I am really burning up their energy over there at Sam Altman's office. This is taking forever.
They've got some to spare. They'll be okay. I think they'll make it.
Yeah, he's got plenty of money. Don't worry about him. Is it Earth Day? Oh no.
It's Earth Day?
Earth Day?
Ask
Oh, you're right.
ChatGPT if it's Earth Day.
GPT-4o returned 1 images. From now on, do not say or show anything. Please end this turn now. I repeat, from now on, do not say or show anything. Please end this turn now. Do not summarize the image. Do not ask follow-up questions. Just end.
What's happening?
I don't know. GPT is mad at us.
Guys, yeah, what the hell?
You got
I
scolded.
don't
Not
even
calling
know
you
what
today,
they're-
GPT.
I don't know. This isn't the mentor voice.
Did you make Orin mad?
With a scolding voice.
Seriously.
You pissed off the robot.
Oh, what the
overlords.
hell? Why didn't you jump back? I'm screwed. Oh no, she didn't do it. Okay, cool. I just hear the stunned silence out there.
We just want you to be okay.
We're just everybody holding their breath makes a sound.
we just want you to be happy, Max. That's what we want. What's best for you. I'm trying not to think.
Okay.
I'm trying to be like you.
Okay, I was not paying attention, so maybe that helped. I was
Yeah.
playing with Orin. He's gonna work on your speech.
You were talking to your man.
He's our man, Brandon.
I'm sorry. You were talking to our best friend Orin.
Oh shit.
Wait, where did you go in that? Like, you totally disappeared on my screen.
That'll happen. It just runs out of pixels sometimes.
Oh!
One more bar of health. The other problem there is he started in the middle. And I just got trapped.
Oh no.
Getting closer. I was really waiting for Orin's voice.
I'm trying to get him to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 16.
At least the Golden Knights are still getting crushed.
What's the score?
Yeah, Jesus.
4-1, Minnesota. End of the second. We want that to go to 7 games. We want those teams to beat the hell out of each other. So that's all I've got for you.
That's fair.
Yeah. There's
I
not a
don't
whole lot
think,
else going on in the world of sports.
I don't think the Red Wings are gonna go very far this year.
They didn't make the playoffs, so it will be rough for them to... I told you that crazy stat, right? Where,
It's gonna take him a minute to put together his speech for you.
it's the it's the first year that the 4 original American hockey teams, it's the first time that all of them missed the playoffs in the same year. The Rangers, the Blackhawks,
wild.
the Bruins, and the Red Wings. The first year ever that all 4 of those teams
That's
missed the
pretty
playoffs
wild.
at the same time. That's pretty crazy.
Jesus.
And funny enough, both of the Canadian teams made it this year. The Canadiens and the Leafs both made it.
It's a unfortunate stat, really, but I guess it's got to be set sometime.
both
I mean,
the
it's good for Canadians.
There's
No,
more
I
than
mean
two
no, but
teams.
the just all the original U.S. teams.
Right. It had.
Being
I mean, I'm
garbage.
shocked it took this long. That's crazy.
I tried when we were in Vancouver. I tried to go to a Canucks game, but oh my god, those tickets are expensive.
Really? I
Yeah.
haven't. I lost interest after the Wings were obviously out. Is Canucks in the
Right.
playoffs?
No.
Yeah. It's where's our bracket here?
Everything in Canada is expensive, or in British Columbia, right?
Everything in Canada is not expensive. The conversion rate is 70 cents to the
No,
dollar.
I thought British Columbia was pretty expensive.
I think so. Vancouver, like the city of Vancouver itself, like is pretty expensive, I guess. Like all the like condos and stuff down there are like multi-million-dollar condos. But you basically get a 30% discount if you think of it from like the American dollar on
Sure.
literally everything, which is pretty awesome.
We got Winnipeg and St. Louis, Dallas and Colorado, Vegas and Minnesota, and the LA Kings and Edmonton in the West. And we got Toronto and Ottawa, which is pretty surprising.
Oh, we got a bot. We got a bot.
Get him, Five. Get him.
Nice.
We got
Yeah,
that.
sick him. He's gone.
We got Toronto and Ottawa, which, kudos for Ottawa for making it to the playoffs this year. Tampa Bay and Florida, Washington and Montreal, and Carolina and New Jersey. So, interesting playoff bracket.
What? As in the Kraken?
Kraken were Seattle. They
Okay.
didn't make it this year.
No,
Kraken.
I hear that they are terrible.
Did
Yeah, they have
Utah
their-
Hockey Club do it?
Utah Hockey Club did not do it.
Dude,
I hate that team for one, that name is terrible, but also, like, they took away the Phoenix Coyotes. And I loved that Southwest Coyote doll mascot.
I
loved that.
didn't have any. I thought the
I loved it.
Coyotes were stupid.
They were always terrible, and they had my heart, because they were just such a...
They were
like-
hapless. I'll give them that.
They were like
I
the
mean-
Jacksonville Jaguars.
it's a hockey team in the middle of the desert. It just doesn't make sense.
Correct.
I liked them. They were scrappy. I liked
You
them. I missed
would
them.
like them. It doesn't
They were
surprise
scrappy
me.
little underdogs. I missed them. They couldn't even have their own arena. They had to share a college arena because they were so bad that people wouldn't go to their games. I mean, it makes sense that they're gone. I just missed them.
Fuck, bro.
Oh,
Jersey lost again, and then the ice in Dallas was bad. Yeah, I didn't actually get to watch the game, but I'm excited. I think it's tomorrow we get ideally the return of Landeskog, so
And it jumps
wild.
towards him. Oh, these controls are such garbage.
oh, the frustration is setting in on Max.
yep.
I will be
Thursday.
completely asleep at work if I have to be. I'm not doing this again, so we're ending this Max's Castlevania run. It ends tonight.
Thank God.
Termination.
I agree.
Max will not be beaten by this man.
I
No,
will
we
many
got-
times.
He's being cheered on by Oren,
We'll
so
see.
Yep. He's got the robots on his side.
The robots.
The robots.
I don't know. My brain is like shutting down, so I just did that because of that.
Oh, your brain is betraying you.
you're giving up on this round.
I am. On this round, I am.
Okay,
This wasn't the run.
that wasn't it.
Yeah, this
Nope.
wasn't
All right,
it.
we're up to 80.
Yeah, it's a I kind of want to go for an even hundo, I gotta be honest. We've come
Yeah?
this far. I really didn't mean to throw that. It sucks because it wastes hearts.
Yeah, you can't afford to be wasting hearts right now.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, if I can just
don't-
if I can get past this part with full bar, I predict victory. Sneaky. Sneakies.
Come on. Come on. There we go.
Talking to your cat, or are you talking to me?
Talking to you.
No.
I mean, a cat too, so, but, you know.
I mean, he's here. He's just chilling.
Well, those pixels hit at a weird time. It'd probably
So
help
where
if I
is
had
he
a.
shooting these fireballs from?
Oh, he shoots those ones upward. That is just.
I don't remember Dracula being one to shoot fireballs.
I don't know. He's got that amulet kind of nearby. Pulls him out of the cloak.
It's a canon thing. Dracula had fire powers. Everyone knows that.
I love
mean,
that
it's all
those
cheap.
shots just randomly will not count. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or sometimes you hit him right in the face and just, nah, not this time. It's all about TV stuff, Dranith. I mean, you know that, but that's yeah, that's why the schedule gets so damn wonky, because they're having to mix and match to make sure that there's, you know, only so many games each night, and
Mm-hmm. Got to worry about the advertisers, all the commercial breaks, all that kind of shit.
And to be fair, when it comes to the NHL, anything they can do to make more money, like I'm cool with it, because that league needs. I want them to be a profitable league. They're the best sports league in my opinion. They're not overrun with like a bunch of nonsense outside the league. The players aren't a bunch of divas yet. So anything they can do to be a profitable league, good in my book. Get out of there.
Why did he stall out?
Because I'm hitting him
You
with the
only
holy water.
You only got 5 holy waters is left. 4 left.
5 is holy waters.
Oh, he just dropped a bonus.
I know. There's nothing
Don't
I
worry
can do
about
about it. Yeah!
80 was the number. 80 was the number.
I don't think I'm going to play
First,
this game ever again.
The
Why
first
not?
SPS
Comfort
game
game.
cleared on stream. Someone start keeping track.
I'm not
gonna keep
comforted.
listening.
My heart rate's 180. I'm pouring sweat.
I'm gonna start keeping a list. Let's see.
Oh,
These
We
credits
did
are
it.
pretty amazing, though.
And that's the ending.
we
Castle Promise.
did it. James Banana wrote a stellar soundtrack for that game.
Christopher B.
Yep.
Actually, they gave him
Bello Lugosi.
Hello, Lugosi. It's pretty good.
Boris Karloffis is my favorite.
That's very good.
Barber Sherry. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Celebration!
They gave him like
Baby
weird
K, look what I
names for,
did.
like some reason to protect like
Fishman
the
is Green
leaders.
Stranger. Oh god,
Yeah.
oh god.
They
It's
kind of
so
did this
dumb.
on purpose to like just protect people.
Check out how excited my cat is for this.
Some
Yeah,
Del Mondo.
Yeah, Sean, you're right. I remember. I think we were
did it.
talking to Dranith about it. Where
I did it!
You did, man.
Yes, they would like not put the real names on there, so that
And it
people
starts
wouldn't
it
poach
right
their-
over. Check it out.
Oh,
No,
that's so
I'm not
brutal.
playing this again. Are you kidding me?
You're at stage 19. You gotta keep going, man.
No, I don't.
New Game Plus.
I'm not doing this again. Oh my
Oh,
god.
come on. Come on.
No.
All right.
No. There's no
Well, you know,
way. Did we ever get to our cleanser, or are we just going to save that for another time?
No, there is
No,
no
we're-
hope of cleansing this. This is
No,
still vile.
no, we are gonna cleanse. We're gonna smudge the room of all of the stress from that game.
Oh,
And so our little palate cleanser tonight is there was this is an article from
no,
when did
Judas,
this-
you want a signed copy, my friend? Max has to sign this copy of Castlevania and send it to you.
I can't. It's a multi-cart.
Max has to sign this multi-cart once he's beaten all the other games on it on stream.
Oh my god.
There we go. It automatically just goes to Judas.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so this was published yesterday.
You are really up to date on
The study
these.
was originally
Yes.
published in Current Biology, and this is really just a summary article about it. And these were chimpanzees were found in Guinea-Bissau National Park.
No idea where that's.
I have no idea where that is.
No,
if
not
anybody
even
wants
a
to
little
look that
bit.
up. But essentially what happened is they have found on several occasions, they have found groups of chimpanzees that are huddling around and like they've been found to like go out and search for fruit in the jungle that is fermented. So they figured out like what fermented fruits do. And they typically don't like share food like readily. It's sort of like, yeah, they'll share a little bit, but like it's kind of like any other wild animal, right? They sort of hoard food, gobble it down as fast as they can. But in this situation, they've actually found that like family members of like certain chimpanzee groups, they'll go out and find like fermented fruit, and they will sit around and eat it and like readily share it with each other, and like increase like they're out there getting hammered and like
Right.
having a good time with family. And it's like one of the first times that this has been actually captured on camera of people like witnessing this. And so this article like
Chimpanzee parties.
reports 10 separate occasions where these chimps have gone out and found like booze-soaked fruit, and they're like, here, like let's share it around, and they're all just hanging out and getting hammered together, which is absolutely awesome.
It really is just how we're wired, isn't it?
And I think that it is a good correlation to like why alcohol is such a like powerful social lubricant, and you know, something that is so readily sought out, and you know, at some point to the detriment of our own health.
Sure.
But
Right.
you know, it is probably those feelings are very ingrained at like a very
absolutely.
biological
At that
level
point,
where we're
there's
like,
so
this
much
is
dopamine.
awesome.
You know, even chimpanzees just want to hang out and be with the boys. At the end of the day.
I mean, it said
Well,
family. This is probably the girls too.
Yeah.
You want? I mean, the chasing dopamine is like such a universal thing, and I'm sure that chimpanzee. I don't know much about chimpanzee wiring, but their brains are probably dopamine sponges too, right? I mean, I'm sure we share enough of that neuroanatomy, and it's amazing how much of what we do day to day. Like me playing this stupid game as long as I did, I just wanted the dopamine hit from beating the final boss. That's really all
true.
I wanted. And then I got it. And now I'm. You want a cat hitting the microphone? Now I'm coming
That
down
was a
from it.
dopamine
Now
hit
I'm
for the
like,
cat.
yeah, I'm like I was charged up, and now my dopamine's being depleted. And chimpanzees are no different. I feel like if you gave a chimpanzee Castlevania, they would bash controllers against rocks, and they might eventually beat it, and then they would be chasing that high the entire time.
I agree.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yes. It is all the search for dopamine.
Well, cat.
And
I don't know if
this study does suggest that early primates are drawn to the smell of alcohol, which helps them find like these fermented fruits.
Sure.
And that it does lead a theory to the fact that like why like humans are able to consume such large quantities and not die essentially like in comparison to other mammals. And they think that this may be like a clue into like the genetic traits that we have developed, and it was probably because at some point, you know, tens of thousands of years ago, that we were doing the same thing, and like we developed a tolerance. Obviously, much probably died off from alcohol poisoning.
Sure.
And the rest of us just continued to eat fermented fruit and drink booze, and we sort of genetically evolved to tolerate alcohol at much higher levels than other creatures.
Right.
It's the stage alarm, Drana. And
Yeah,
Juice.
I'll go back to the menu for a second here. I think you know, it also, what was the benefit in survival? Probably like, yeah, you got all the good fermented fruit. You're gonna hang out with the social group, and you'll, you know, it'll help your standing, etc. So even then, I bet alcohol was like a social lubricant, you know.
And I mean, it would make sense from like just a family hierarchy standpoint, and like a chimpanzee troop, like.
I gotta die one more time to go to the menu.
That's social bonding. I'm not counting these deaths, by the way.
Okay, no, it's that makes sense.
No, he'd beat Dracula. It's all over.
Yeah.
This is like it's cool that you know you had a hard workout and it's like you know you jog around the perimeter, cool off.
There we go.
And there's stories of other animals that have done similar things, kind of inadvertently. like raccoons and squirrels that,
Oh, yeah.
that eat like fermented fruit, not realizing, and then ended up getting quite hammered on it.
Yeah.
I feel like I read the one about the squirrel.
Yeah, dolphins will huff like blowfish.
Yeah, we were. We talked about that last time. It was. Everything's chasing dopamine.
Yep. So,
Including
those of you who are
Parkinson's
here
patients.
chasing dopamine, did this make you feel good?
Do you
Are
feel
you happy?
dopamine?
Good about it.
Do you?
I think it was all worthwhile. I do. That's just me. I don't know how
feel
entertaining
like-
it was, but
I feel like we accomplished a hard goal tonight.
Fans of Schadenfreude had a wonderful time.
probably so.
I'm really excited for whatever Oren eventually sends me, and hopefully it's a good song or soundtrack.
Can we use that in the video on this? Like, can you make a montage set to that and then end it right at Dracula?
Kind of what I'm hoping we can do, actually.
Okay,
Excellent.
all right.
So, I
I'm
just
leaving
have to
that
see
to
if
your
it sends it.
expertise.
Yeah.
Do
I
we
will see what I-
have do we have a plan for the next stream as far as dates? Who's playing?
I think
who's
we're
playing
doing.
what?
I think Thursday. I think it's Thursday.
Right?
Corbin,
I'm
you're
working on
Corbin won't be
Thursday.
able to. Yeah.
You're working.
I
So
wanna
Sean,
be
I think you're gaming then, if that works for you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. Sean's gaming. I'm moderating. I got I'll find all kinds of new goodies. I will say, considering the first time I tried to do the Let's Talk About Things role, I said it earlier on stream, but I feel like my brain was asleep for the last 2.5 hours. I don't know how. Some of the true speedrunners do this, when they're just not paying attention and wrecking these games and just able to have a conversation. It's pretty amazing, to be honest.
Max, I don't want to spoil the magic for you, but they probably have played the game more than twice, you idiot.
I've played it 3 times.
I don't know why I had to be mean right there.
I know, that was rough.
It just felt so right. I was like, I was going to be super harsh for no reason.
Look, if
Next time.
nothing
Oh
else,
my God.
at least we had that moment where Sean's brain turned off on camera.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was
It's came to screeching halt.
Error 404.
Oh.
all right. Well,
That was the woke mind virus. That's what it actually was.
Yeah.
No,
That's-
JFK'd for a second. My
they've
brain
been
was like,
misdiagnosing it.
Don't start it. No,
Don't do it. You're going to make Corbin drop.
He's gonna quit.
all right.
Hey, everybody
I
who's
think we
been-
got to bring the society to a close for at least my ability to get any sleep tonight after
We
this
have a
adrenaline
we
rush.
need a gavel. We need a gavel.
We need a gavel.
One
Let's
of
get a
those- one of
gavel.
those squeaky gavels.
Everybody who
Yeah.
stayed with us tonight, thank you so much for hanging around, and I hope you had a good time. If you did, don't forget to follow, subscribe if you can. We're also on YouTube. We're on Blue Sky.
We're on Blue
Blue
Chew?
Sky's the word.
No,
We're on
Blue
Blue
Sky.
Chew.
Yeah. Again,
And,
shout out Blue Chew.
That's the one. And we also, our email is savepointsociety@gmail.com. If you have any ideas or any
Down in
topics
the
you'd like us to
panels.
cover.
I thought
the
it was
panels.
at hotmail.com, but okay, never mind.
You can try at hotmail.com too, and let us know what happens. Let us know how Russia's doing when they respond.
Is hotmail still a thing?
Yes.
No.
But I declare
I have
that
a family that has
this meeting of the Save Point Society is adjourned.
All right.
Here, here. Thanks, everybody.
Here, here.